Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today to get that sponsorship going.
All the protection you need, nothing you don't. At Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, save on the insurance you need and stop paying for the insurance you don't need. Trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. But the savings don't stop there. We also shop over 16 insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozecki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pints and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmc.org/insurance to get started.
Perfect day. Even the temperature is 40, 42.
Yeah,
the sun is shining. Boy, it sure beats from last week.
You cannot ask for a better late November football game outside as far as weather. This is about as good as it's ever going to get.
It is going to be a fun afternoon.
I hope so.
I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a game where penalties and turnovers are going to be huge.
Well, and
you got to eliminate that stuff.
This game easily could come down to a couple of plays that make the difference, one way or the other.
So the Sailors will be kicking off as they have lost the toss. Unusual, most teams like to receive, but as I said earlier in our broadcast, offensive people want the ball. Talking to Coach Konechny this morning at breakfast, and with the skill kids, the two highly touted young men for Walled Lake Western, I don't see us kicking it back, worked on some different kicking options and location of that ball. We'll see as we get ready to kick off here. Keegan DeKuyper teeing it up, getting ready to kick off. They are 5-2-2-2, and we are getting ready. Division II semifinal action is underway. It's a high little pooch kick, just what we thought. It's going to be taken at the 20-yard line. 25, 30. It's going to be taken down at about the 32-yard line. So obviously not kicking deep, well defended right there, and giving the ball 32 is not bad.
Nope, not at all. And just so everybody knows, in Sailor Nation Sports Network, again, per MHSAA rules, we can only live stream the audio. So unfortunately, we had to cut that camera. One of these days, maybe soon, someday, we'll be able to do that. But nevertheless, we're glad to be here for you guys out there in Sailor Nation Sports Network.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors of Walled Lake Western. One back set, twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Now we're going to shift. We go trips,
big shift.
Trips left, twins to the right, empty backfield, patsy formation. We've got a jet. Going back to throw the ball, is going downfield. It's got a receiver right there, Brady Rose.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a
and
beautiful
it is
catch.
Caught, and Brady had him covered nicely.
Samuel Ahern
but he just caught the ball right out of there for about a 60-yard gain. Make it 55-yard game is going to be first And 10 ball is going to be marked at the 20-yard line.
Well, it was a beautifully thrown, and this is exactly what we knew about this team. They have a very stout offensive game plan that involves a lot of passing.
But Brady was right there,
He
too.
was.
Was well defeated, and it might have been the size differential.
And it could have
right
gone
there.
either way on that one.
Going to get on the run. Breaks one back tackle, breaks another ball carriers down to about. Tackle by Brady Rose. C.J. Brown running the ball. Going to be first and goal. Ball's going to be marked at about the 6-7 yard line. So 2 plays and the Warriors are in scoring position.
Now, again, we've always talked about it throughout the season. The defensive play is always one of those things that's a game of adjustments, and this is no different than any other game. We're going
H-back to the right, Twins, motion, little place right there going around that right side. Number 2 is going to be in for the end zone. Number 2, Abir Rahim Yassin scores 3-play drive, goes 68 yards, and the Warriors are on the board.
Walled Lake has definitely come out and made a statement in this first possession.
Boy, they have. I'll tell you what, and talking to Coach Vargas, if we can afford not to give up the big play, well, we didn't. We gave up the big play in the first pass of the game.
And now really the testament for this one is going to be whether or not.
PAT is up, and it is good. So 1 minute into the game, the Warriors are up 1-0 in this semifinal Division II game.
Let's stay here on this one.
Absolutely.
So obviously, I mean, that's not the way we wanted to start this first possession. 1 minute burned off of the clock. You have a very aggressive, very talented, very athletic Walled Lake. We're going to have to, obviously, we've always talked on defense, they have to make the adjustments to take away those big plays, and that is going to truly be the difference makers, to be able to take away those plays, make something happen on those big plays if we can, and then every time we touch the ball in offense, we're going to have to score. We do have an opportunity. Sometimes your offense is your best defense. Maybe we run some clock down and we look for one or two of those plays that we can change things on defense.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is it's a shock right here. I didn't think they'd get down there that quick. Hey, just got a text from my son, Fox Sports. Detroit is live streaming the game.
Through the MHSA, Fox Sports Detroit is live streaming. So if you guys want to watch, you can do that. Pull up our audio, and you can time it right with it. That would be good, too. Short kick. Going to be picked up at the 30.
Brown. 24, and he's not a problem. That I think that's Elijah Farnham.
Yes, it is Elijah Farnham.
Okay, Farnham carrying the ball.
And Farnham has been a tremendous asset in many different utility roles throughout the season, especially early on in the first couple of games in the playoffs. So we may see him quite a bit more. Good field position for the Sailors as they start out on the 48-yard line, our own 48-yard line. See if we can make something happen.
Twins to the top, Twins to the bottom. Bay's offense. Hatcher carrying the ball. Hatcher is going to get about 5 yards on the carry. We'll make it 7 yards on the carry. Be second down and 3.
Again, I go back to we play our game. We can score on offense. This could be a shootout. It could be one of those games where the last person that has the ball wins if we continue to go this way.
Twins to the left. Tight end to the right. Wing to the right, that's Stravinger. Boersma changing up the play right there. Muskegon up, 7-0, scored on the first play of the game, 80-yard play. Stravinger. Boersma's going to keep the ball, and he's going to lose about 2 yards on the play right there. And I tell you what, the Warriors are quick up front.
Yes, they're quick. They're very aggressive. I go back to how do you approach such an aggressive, athletic defense, and I think you have to take advantage of that aggressiveness very quickly, too. It's not going to be plays you're going to sit back on a long time and let develop in the backfield.
Bring up a 3rd and about 5, trips left, split to the right. The lone setback, Hatcher I tell you what, a lot of noise on this home side. You can hear the you can feel the vibration. Hatcher's going to carry the ball. Hatcher's is going to be about a yard short. It's going to be 4th and about 1, tackled by number 50. What number you got there, Noah? Tackled by number 25 there.
Brandon Camfield.
Canfield on the tackle.
It looks like we may have a shot at going for it. 4th down and 1.
I would think so.
Yeah, and
I would think.
It's a gamble, obviously, but as quick
there's
as
no tomorrow, my friend.
that's correct.
And,
it's a gamble, but as fast as they can go down the field with that offense, whether you give up
I know
15 yards or
right, exactly.
So here we go, 4th down.
4-man front. Borsman's going to keep the ball. Borsman's going to get the first down by a ball by a yard and a half. Borsman to keep. It's going to give a fresh spread of downs. 1st and 10 for the Sailors. Ball is going to be marked right about the 41-yard line.
So I think, and Coach, you can fill me in on this one if I'm right. Having Walled Lake come out and score that quickly, you got to settle down as an entire team. Offense, defense, settle down, play your game. And that was a huge first down for Sailors to be able to settle down and do it.
Oh, absolutely. It gives Coach Check about some time, too. Borsman's going to keep the ball. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on a carry. Gives Coach Check some time, too, to figure out, look at the video exactly what happened. I still think Rose was there. It was just a heck of a catch.
Yeah, it was a heck
of
a
great ball, though. Well-thrown ball.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that they talk about all over the state. With these two guys, the quarterback, is it Trainer? Is that his name? I believe it's Trainer.
Correct.
Trainer and Yassine,
yep.
Both top 10 finalists for Player of the Year.
Yep. Got to have 2 of them in there. That's something. Trovinger in motion. Borsman's going to carry the ball. Borsman's going to get the first down.
Wow, I'll tell you what.
Borsman down to about the 26, 27-yard line.
It was they faked us out up here, at least me. I thought they gave the ball to Hatcher, but I'll tell you what, give that
offensive line
and the handoff, the fake.
Yeah.
Really, everybody went after Hatcher. Even me, I thought Hatcher was stopped almost for a loss.
So back-to-back first downs for the Sailors gives them a fresh set of downs here. Ball is going to be marked at roughly the 29.5-yard line. We got Twins to the right. We got Trips to the right, split left. Hatcher, the lone back, in motion is Hatcher carrying the ball. Hatcher is going to kick about 4 yards on the carry, bring up a 2nd down and 6. Brady Rose in motion on that last time. Hobson and Trovinger offset to the right. Brady Rose offset to the left.
Boy, I'll tell you,
it's a nice drive going right
here. It is a
though.
very nice drive, and we're playing our game. This goes back to settle down, play our game. If we try to do something in reaction to what they're doing on offense, we get offline. And I like seeing this drive the way that it's going.
4-3 look. Borsman going to keep the ball. I'll tell you what, the Heat coach going to pick up about 5, 6, 7 yards. It's going to be a first down. Official signaling first down for the Sailors. Ball's going to be marked right at the 20. No, we're inside the 20. Ball's going to be marked right at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, 6:20 counting down here in this opening quarter. And I tell you what, it's run versus pass.
Well, and let's look at it from the standpoint of Walled Lake Western's only loss of the season. Orchard Lake St. Mary's, I believe, is what it was. And it was a shootout type game. I believe it was 38-35.
Yeah.
So we may be looking at something very similar.
Twins to the right, twins to the left. Hatcher, the lone back. Rose in motion on a little counterback. Trovinger is going to carry the ball. Trovinger is going to be run out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, so it'll be gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6, 5:49 counting down. And tell you what, tackled by number 5 right there, Elbra.
Welcome, everybody, to Sailor Nation Sports Network. Just tuning in, 95 people of you so far. Love to have you. Glad to have you here, and love being able to be here to bring it to you.
Trips right, split left. Rose over on that left. No, Rose is on the right. Snap. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Hatcher's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards on
No,
the
they're going to give him
carry.
about 5 on that one. He's up to about the 11-yard line.
All right, so it'll be 3rd and about 2, it looks like. Nice drive going on by the Sailors. Want to welcome everybody for joining us on a great afternoon here in Okemos, Michigan, just outside of Lansing. Standing room only on both sides, well traveled. So 3rd down and 3, ball's marked at the 12-yard line. I think Boersma on the keep, probably fake to Hancher.
Yep,
Going to be a timeout on the
timeout.
field. Timeout, Walled Lake Western. We're going to take them with them. So with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, we're going to take our first break. We've got a game, Ford Field at stake, indoor, playing next week for one of these 2 teams. Want to welcome everyone back. It is 3rd and 3, 4:40 counting down this opening quarter. Sailors knocking on the door at the 12-yard line. Twins right, Twins to the left. Hatcher, the lone back. Trovinger and Boersma going to keep the ball.
It can be a little bit short.
It's going to be about a yard short right here. Tackled by number 53 right there.
We got a player down on the field.
Pratt.
Too.
Got a Sailor down.
That's Boersma down on the field. Oh, that's not good at all. Boy, shades of 2014, Nick. 2014, the semifinals where we were down to our 3rd-string quarterback during that game. Man, I'll tell you what.
Boy, you're not kidding, too.
Oh, we were
Tyree
underdogs.
Jackson
Tyree
goes down.
That's right.
And early in the game, too.
Yeah.
It was in the first quarter.
Shades of 2014, and I'll tell you what, not that I wish anything against, anybody as far as injuries or anything like that, but we do have a very good backup quarterback in Brady Rose. So from that perspective, we can bring that up.
Well, we also got another quarterback in
Mark
the
Konechny,
sophomore,
correct,
my quarterback, Mark Konechny, who's done a good job.
But first and foremost, we want to make sure that our starting quarterback is able to get back up.
And you know what's ironic about this is he was just getting his groove. We had just seen his best games were in the playoff. He was healthy, completely healthy for the first time, feeling really good about himself.
In any event of what happens, if Boersma does come back into this game, which is still a chance, it looks like he's going to get up on his own, Boersma is going to have to take this 4th and short.
Right.
He is going to have to command this 4th and short right now, and he is very gingerly stood up. He's being helped off the field. It looks like a knee injury.
So it looks like it's going to be a knee or a leg.
Looks like a right knee or leg.
Yeah, and he's got a bad knee. He hurt his knee during baseball. He's got a bad shoulder in labrum, which he was going to have post-season surgery on that. So this is huge right here. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to go in at quarterback right now. Is it going to be Rose or Konechny?
My guess is because they've been making most of their damage on the ground, it's going to be Brady Rose.
I think it's going to be Brady Rose, and you're going to see Brady carry the ball too.
Yep, correct. Okay.
So it's Brady Rose going to be at quarterback. It's going to be fourth down and 2 yards to go. One thing about Brady's a runner. Not worried about the run aspect, the pass, but, we've been able to run the ball down. Twins right, in motion. Brady Rose carrying the ball. Brady's going to come up short.
We got
a flag on the play. It's probably going to be motion. Probably going to be motion on us because the man in motion, different cadence, is going to chase. Brady is poaching penalty against Walled Lake Western. Brady was short by about a yard and a half.
Flag came in a little bit towards the end of the play. Referees are discussing it right now. Getting our signal now.
Holding
on.
Walding Western, automatic first down. That's huge. Huge. Because my concern now is with man in motion, different cadence, different, the speed of the game is going to change immensely. So Sailors catch a break, 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
And this is where we need to catch every break that we possibly can.
Absolutely, and we got a break right here. Got a break right here.
4 minutes and 11 seconds, counting down 7-0.
Brady Rose going to carry the ball. Rose is going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And whose helmet is off? Mona Shore's helmet. Oh, it's 56. It's going to be
No, it's 55.
Pinnell. Is it?
Pinnell.
No, yeah.
Derek Pinnell.
Derek Pinnell, and he's
56.
gingerly walking over to the sidelines.
And it might be his shoulder. It might be his right shoulder. He's dislocated it twice when he was playing for me in his sophomore year and last year and had to have surgery on it. And it looks like he's holding
his right shoulder,
that right shoulder right now. So that could be 2 starters that are out, and that's going to be a huge, another offensive line in here. Rose is going to carry the ball. Rose is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd and goal. Ball's going to be marked still at the 5-yard line.
Boy, I'll tell you what, shades of 2014, players going down, next man up. But that's really where that cadence came from, was next man up was that season. And you talk about how instrumental it was to have depth at some of these positions, and we're looking at it right now as a much-needed situation.
3rd down and 4. Ball's at the 4. 3:05 counting down in this opening quarter. Rose pitch going to be trying to touchdown. Motor Shores. Trey Hatcher on the option from Brady Rose. The Sailors have option on the jet right, option to the left side. Trey Hatcher walks into the end zone for a quick 6.
And I will tell you what, Brady Rose held on to that
to the last minute.
And that is exactly why it did not get taken down, as they truly thought that he was going to keep that. And Brady Rose,
and that's why he's in there and Mark's on the right. Just that experience, right? And nothing against Mark. Mark's a great quarterback.
No, and that's development, really.
Right,
Brady
right.
Rose has had the ability
to
play into those situations.
Great call by the offensive staff.
Yes.
Aaron James up in the box, and the snap, the hold, the kick, it's up. It is good. So the Sailors march on a 8-minute drive with 2:59 remaining here in the first quarter. We're knotted up. D2 semifinal action from Okemos High School. We're knotted up at 7s.
Oh, what a good.
Want to welcome everyone back. Sailors on an 8-minute, 27-second drive to tie the score up 7-7, but we have some concerns on the sideline with 2 of our starters in here. We'll try to get a medical report, and the kick is going to go out of bounds. And the Kuiper's kick goes out of bounds, so the Warriors will take over if they want. 1st and 10 at the 35. He's going to keep his receive team in there, and he's going to make the Sailors kick it again. Smart move.
Looks like Caden is sitting on the bench, so it looks like more than likely it's a good possibility we could still see a little bit more Brady Rose at quarterback. So the Sailors are setting up at the 35-yard line to re-kick. That's a 5-yard penalty as it goes out of bounds. This gives the Walled Lake athletes that are standing back there the opportunity to possibly get this ball and, certainly get more out of their field possession.
So the Kuiper teeing it up, as my wonderful colleague said, the color man, Joe Kanukin. The kick, it's a high end overhand kick. It's going to go to the skill guy, number 2 with the ball. Right across to the middle, and he's going to be tackled at about the 40-yard line, so it's a 5-6-yard gain on forcing him over.
And we talk about number 2, Yassine. He is the D1 Northwestern commit, one of the 2 up for Player of the Year for for Michigan High School football.
And that will be announced on Tuesday.
Who the winner is.
Who the winner? We have one from Muskegon, Cameron Martinez.
Yep.
Muskegon up 7-0. Their game being played at East Kenwood High School.
Yep.
Trips left, split right, 1 back. Yassim offset to the right. And now they change. Now goes to trips right, twins left, empty backfield for the Walled Lake Western. Back to pass. Pass is going to be caught and tackled. Tackled by numbers 5, Trovinger. Pass. Brown on the reception.
I just saw a little bit of what we hope and expect to see out of this defensive line is pressure started to get back to that quarterback a little bit. He had to dump it off short. That's exactly what we need to do is get that pressure and force those big plays to become little plays and then little plays to become
Second
stops.
down 5. We got quads to the right, split left, empty backfield. in motion. Brown comes back in the right side of the offense. Brown going to carry the ball. Brown around that left side. Brown is going to get the first down. Well, I tell you what, he's got lower legs. That waist down power, boy, his legs are going. And we had three guys on him at the time.
That's a lot of weight room right there.
Brings up a 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 49-yard line of Mona Shores.
You know, we have faced some spread offenses over the course of this season, but nothing like what we're seeing out of Walled Lake.
Well, we're seeing a lot of empty sets so far right now, and we're seeing a bunch to the left, split to the right. Yeah, Brown carrying the ball. Brown going around that right side. Brown is going to be tackled right on that line of scrimmage. So nice job by Brady Rose on that far left side, along with Travinger. Bringing about a 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 114 people joining us out here on Sailor Nation Sports Network from Okemos against the Walled Lake Western Warriors. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast that we're giving. I know there was one shout that we need to give from Florida. I didn't catch that. It's going by so fast on here, but always a pleasure to see all you guys out there listening to us.
1 minute counting down here in the opening quarter. Twins to the top, Twins to the bottom. Running back now, chips offset. See a lot of shifting. Now we're going to go trips left, split to the right, lone back. Quarterback back down the pass. He's going to be caught for a 1st down by number 2.
He might be. They are going to give that to him.
Correction, that's number 6 on the reception there as Ahern. Tackled by Hobson.
Got a check-in from Vegas as well, Arizona. All these other people that are watching certainly are
a lot of
warmer places.
Yeah, warmer places there. Now, that's Vegas. Is he throwing anything down for us again? We need somebody to throw some money down for us so we can, win a little bit. Please help us here now. So we got Twins left, Twins to the top.
30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Sailors in their base 4-2-5 look. Now jumping into a different look. Back to pass. Is being run out of the pocket there. It's going to find somebody open. That's number 6. Downfield there. Ahern with the reception, and I tell you what, that quarterback, number 4,
he's very patient.
A trainer, does a nice job, well covered. The thing that we were talking about, gave him a little bit too much, forced him out of the pocket, but Ahern found a way to get up. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball is going to be marked at about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, ball's marked at it's going to be marked at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal at the 10 for the Warriors. Offset I formation, motion. There's that little
flip
pass to number 2. It's the 2nd time they've run that play, and
almost
second
from the
time
same
it's
place.
in for a touch. And what they're doing is they're pulling the backside guard who's leading through and creating a problem. Same play that they scored on the first drive. The little flip pass.
So 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Walled Lake puts another 6 points on the board.
Better defense that time made it work a little bit harder. It's not hard enough. PAT attempt by the Warriors. 6 seconds left in this first quarter. The snap, the kick is up. It is good.
Brady almost got that one.
So we've come to a new score in this ball game, 14-7, 6 seconds remaining to the so we will see the opening kick. But, boy, it'd be nice to have replay because they're pulling a guard. I think it's backside guard. It may be play side guard where they're kicking out that end or hooking them, allowing them to get outside. And it's a well-designed play. Second time that we've seen it play, the second time they've scored off of it.
14-7, the Walled Lake Western Warriors take the lead. Again, it easily could be a back and forth. Whoever gets the last.
It may be.
The
determining factor is going to be, what's the status of Boersma.
Yes.
And
and hopefully Boersma is healthy, but I don't necessarily think that a change of pace at quarterback could be. It could be somewhat of an advantage as far as film and everything else.
Well, because they haven't seen him at quarterback.
Correct.
Exactly. And Brady did a great job the first 2 games, against Kentwood. That's a high end and over again kick. It's going to take, is that a Hobson with the ball?
Looks like Hobson. Yep.
Hobson across 20, 25, 30.
He's got a break.
Hobson, 50.
One to break.
Hobson down across at about the 38-yard line. Tackled by number 32.
No flags on the play.
Lamphia. And I see no flags.
So that brings us to the end of our first quarter with dramatic fashion. We'll take it. Second quarter action will be coming up here in just a few minutes as they get switched around. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Boy, we were a step away from another touchdown from One Shores. Want to welcome everyone back. Second quarter action here. Okemos High School. It's the D2 semifinal winner to go to Ford Field. Brady Rose is back in at quarterback. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Hatcher the back. Hatcher carrying the ball. Hatcher goes through.
Big hole.
Hatcher's going to pick up about 9 yards on the carry. No flags on the play.
Again.
Down to the Waldate Western 19. Excuse me, my friend.
Yep, no problem. Again, this is about taking a deep breath, running our game. And the one thing that's interesting about having Boersma out and Brady Rose, the only thing that changes is we don't have another Brady Rose out there. But with Trey Hatcher in backfield, we're still good.
Hatcher hit at the line. Hatcher breaks through. Hatcher 10, 5, touchdown. Trey Shaw and Hatcher. There are no flags after being hit at the line of scrimmage. This might be last man with the ball is going to win the game.
Boy, I tell you, I'm telling you what, this is going to be an exciting game all day long. And if we have the opportunity to find one chance to take a chink out of that armor on our defensive side of the ball off of their offense, we get one stop and turn this around and we get the ball the second half.
This is going to be huge right here. Yep, PAT attempt, 2-play drive after that great return by Jalen Hobson. PAT attempt, Rose with the hold. Snap, the kick, it's up, it is. I'm waiting for the signal, it is good. We're knotted up on a 2-play drive. 65 yards on the return. We are tied at 14-14. Hey, we're going to give you a minute, but make sure you come right back. D2 semifinal winner, ticket to Ford Field. And we're back. Okemos High School D2 semifinal. Sailors on a 2-play drive after that 45-yard return by Jalen Hobson. Trayshawn and Hatcher goes 19 yards for the touchdown. The Kuiper's kick. It's a high-end over-end kick. Ball's going to be taken at about the 13-yard line. Number 2 going to carry the ball.
Nice.
And he's going to be
shot.
tackled. The ball, Yassim, tackled by number 12 for the Sailors. Camden Briggs.
Well, it looks like Keegan DeKuyper is trying to get that ball up a little ways. It's still going down the field, and that was with the wind a little bit. Not much out here, but enough to bring that all the way back to Yassin. And that's not the guy you want to give it to, but we wrapped him up. That was great special teams work on that kick.
Trips left, split to the right, empty backfield. In motion back there. Fullback goes back to the offset eye. He's going to carry the ball on the run. Brown carrying the ball. He's going to gain about 2 yards on the play. Tackled by number 45 right there. Don't have him on the roster.
Yep.
Some of these guys we don't have on the updated roster. We'll try to get to them as quickly as we can.
Want to welcome 14, yep, 10:54 and counting. Welcome everybody to Sailor Nation Sports Network. 170 people, 117 people watching us. Hopefully you're able to catch some of the Fox Sports Detroit live video feed. Just pipe our audio into it.
Trips right, split left, empty backfield. Brown goes out of the backfield. Brown going downfield, looking downfield on the pass. A little pass to the left. It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards on the carry. Tackle.
Big.
Caught by number who? Number 9 on the reception. That's
Kanai.
So
big third down, 3rd and 5, and this is the best defensive stand so far that Shores has been able to put against this high-powered, high-profile offense.
We haven't seen a punt yet.
No. Yeah, what do you do here, Coach? You're a defensive-minded coach. What type of defense do you throw 3rd and 5 with what you know on this?
I'd put a little heat on the kid. I'd bring a linebacker in with a little stunt. I think right here I might go man coverage. You can't get confused out of man. Offset I. Brown is going to go downfield. He's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It's going to be a 4th down. We're going to see the first 4th down of the game, and we may have a punting situation.
Boy, I'll tell you.
This is huge right here, and it is.
I would say
Western.
they're definitely going to punt because they know that they can't hang with the offense, okay? So this, again, turnover on downs is a huge, or not turnover on downs, but giving the ball back to Mona Shores.
We're going to see the first point of the game right here.
We could see our first lead of the game if we continue to play our game the way that we have been.
And this is huge. I wouldn't be afraid either sometimes to see a little bit more man coverage out of them. There's a snap. Kick. It's a short kick. Short kick. It's going to take a Western, nice Western bounce, though. Boy, it took about a 15-yard roll for him because that ball was dying at about the 50-yard line. So the Sailors come up with a
stop.
A stop.
Huge
a monumental stop at that at this junction of the game. We've got 10:15 left in the second quarter. Standing room only here at Okemos High School.
Boy, and what a crowd that came over from Mona Shores to see this team play here.
It's literally standing room only.
Yeah, we're around the track and everything else. It is standing room. And thank you, the 127 people now that are watching us on Salem Nation Sports.
Hatcher carrying Renault. That's Rose going to carry the ball. Rose is going to pick up about 7 yards on the carry. Brady in at quarterback for the injured Caden Boersma. Tackled by number 25 right there, Camfield.
Well, again, it's a situation of next man up. Brady Rose has taken the reins from Caden Boersma, who is still over on the sidelines, and he's trying to get on his feet a little bit more, see if he can work out that injury.
Trips left, tight end, split end to the right. Hatcher the lone back, Rose up in. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Hatcher breaking through. Hatcher picking up the first down and about 15 extra yards.
Well, I tell you what, it has been a few weeks that we've seen this type of running from Trey Hatcher.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And he is just blowing through the line.
Give that offensive line credit.
Doing a
great job.
I was just going to say, give that offensive line credit because as soon as he hits that hole, he is into the second level, and they don't have an answer for him.
That offensive line, Sickinga, Buster, Close, Pennell, and we're trying to see if Pennell is back in there. Is 56 back in there, Noah? And if not, we got to see who's in form if we can. Split to the left and right. Hatcher offset to the left. Hatcher going to carry the ball, let that left side. Hatcher going down that right side. Hatcher down to about the 15-yard line. There's a gentleman standing in front of us.
There's a flag on the play.
There's going to be a flag on the play. It's probably going to be a hold.
It's on the far side of the field, which is far side of the field.
Could be a face mask. We're going to see, though.
Still nothing said yet.
Okay, I see Pennell is back in the game. That's great news. We're going to see it. Block in the back against the Sailors.
Boy, that's a totally unnecessary penalty on that. That right there is not what you want in semifinals football, especially against a Walled Lake team.
I've told my team in years, too, and it's probably an offensive guy, if you see that ball carrier in front of you, you've done your job. Stop, watch.
That's right.
So that play's going to come back. It was a spot pile, 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at. We're going to take a timeout, though. Timeout, Walled Lake Western. It's their second one of the game. So we're going to take it with you. It's 1st and 10 after that block in the back. Ball's marked at about the 32-yard line. Hey, you go ahead and take one, but come on, right back and join us. And welcome back after that holding penalty. 1st and about 7. Ball's marked at about the 32-yard line. Twins left, twins to the right. Hatcher, the lone back. Brady Rose at quarterback for the injured Caden Boersma. Brady Rose going to keep the ball. Brady Rose going through. Brady Rose down to about the 11-yard line on the inside veer. Brady Rose keeping the ball.
And we talked earlier about the change of the quarterback and how that affects the game plan that Walled Lake has when they study the film against Caden Boersma. And what you see is a change of pace and speed and what he can do as far as hitting a hole and getting through and finding those creases. And actually, this might even be to our advantage. You have a lot of strength in the arm strength of Caden Boersma, but you have so much strength in what the legs can do on Brady Rose.
Well, not only Brady Rose, but now this opens up Hatcher a little bit more. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Hatcher is going to gain about maybe one on the carry. And two, Brady Rose can hide behind that big offensive line that averages about 280 pounds across the front.
He can slip right on through there, that's for sure. For those that are just joining us, a couple of questions about what happened to Caden Boersma. Caden went down midway through the first quarter with a knee injury, and he is still on the sidelines.
2nd down and 9. Hatcher, Brady Rose carrying the road. Brady Rose that right side. Brady is down to about the 1. 1st and goal at the 1 yard line. If that's where they mark it, it will be 1st and goal, Brady.
And Brady Rose is injured. Brady Rose is injured, standing right at the goal line. He's on his feet, but he's knelt down. I don't know what the situation is. He's walking off now.
Okay, Brady Rose is getting up, so he does not have to come out of the game, and we don't have to substitute. Now, did Coach Kozak call a timeout?
I believe they did. Yes, yeah, they did. They called a timeout.
So we're timeout.
We have one timeout
All right,
left.
so Brady can stay in. That's a good timeout for 2 reasons. Number 1, medical timeout to see how he's doing, and we keep him in. Number 2, we don't have to substitute because Brady didn't have to, we didn't have to take a stoppage in the game in order to sub.
And we saw it one other time this season where we wondered who the 3rd-string quarterback was. It was Travangers. Thank you. Travanger was the one that we brought in, and he did well during that time as well.
We're not going to see him throw the ball. We're going to run Wildcat.
No, we're going to run Wildcat.
But I think that would change. I think Connecting might be able to come in and run the offense. But boy, the nerves would be there.
It's a tall order to put somebody like that
in there.
Yeah, and he's still developing as well, and but he's a intuitive quarterback. So I think shake a little bit of the nerves off after a couple of plays, and I think he would end up adjusting.
Did see some action in our game against Midland Dow. The question is Brady Rose in there still? Brady is back in at quarterback, so all right, he looks good. Might have just lost his win a little bit. So 1st and goal ball is going to be marked at the 2 yard line. Travanger off split to the left. Pierce off split to the right. H-back.
They are going to bring pressure up the middle, that's for sure.
Hatcher going to carry the ball. Hatcher goes in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Motor Shores has scored and gone up on Walled Lake Western.
Boy, I'll tell you what, we couldn't have scripted what we see right here any better. That stop, that 4th down stop, or 3rd down stop, forcing the punt, taking advantage of it, scoring on every single possession that we have.
Sailors, PAT attempt. DeKuyper with the attempt. Brady Rose with the hold. Every kick, every possession, every play is huge in this game.
Yes.
Every single point will be huge in an offensive-minded game. Snap, kick, up, and it is good. With 7:54 left and until halftime. After that stop on possessions, after the punt from Walled Lake West, your Sailors have responded with a nice drive of their own to go up 21-14. We will be back in just 1 minute. Want to welcome everyone back. If you have been gone, you have just missed the Sailors going up by a score of 21-14. Yaheem carrying the ball. It's going to go around that side. There's going to be a flag on the play.
2 flags on the play.
2 flags. It'll be stopped at about.
It came from our side of the field.
Got a score from Kentwood, 14-7 Muskegon. Martinez on a 70-yard TD run. Oh, got called back. So we'll find out what's happening in Muskegon. My son Fox MHSA live streaming that game as well. So are they doing all the games?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, at the semifinals they do. So the penalty was holding against Walled Lake Western, and they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul, which is going to put them back to about the 20-yard line, just 21-yard line.
21-yard line. So, hey, again, opportunistic, cutting
Taking
away the
advantage of it.
penalties. So it'll be 1st and 10, Walled Lake Western. Ball right in the middle of the field at the 21-yard line. Trips right, split left. C.J. Brown, the offset back, off to the right. Sailors 4-3 defense, back to pass. It's being rushed, going downfield. Incomplete. Looking
No
for
flag.
pass interference.
It was bang,
so
bang,
this
and I'll
guy
tell you
in
what.
front of us wants something.
Yeah, and I think it was a good call on the
Boy,
refs.
it was close. So it was really, really close.
Was that
'cause he
Hobson on the tackle?
Yeah, it was Hobson on the tackle.
Hobson. It was a bang play. Hobson really, you could have probably called it either way.
Either
but I'll
way.
tell you what, let him play at this point. I mean, that's not. There was no effect that they had on the ball and the receiver's opportunity to catch it. However, going down like that, he was able to force him to drop the ball. So 2nd and 10 after an incomplete pass.
2nd down 10. Trips right. No, twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Trainer back to throw, going across the middle. It's going to be caught, and it'll be short of a 1st down, I think. Or are they going to give him they'll give him the 1st down. Be 1st down.
I got to say this. We're sitting in the wrong window with this guy that's sitting right in front of us.
Oh, I know. This guy's just driving me up a wall right here, standing up all the time.
Sailor Nation Sports, we're on the home side. Walled Lake is home side, and the windows, we're on the 1st floor of a 2-story press box. And the first set of bleachers right in front of us is obviously occupied with a well-traveled Walled Lake Western fan base. And the guy right in front of us he's a good fan. He's a good fan for Walled Lake.
Absolutely. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. C.J. Brown offset to right. Trainer back to throw the ball. Going to go downfield. It's going to be short. That could be picked. It is intercepted by Pierce. Keandre Pierce going across the 40. Down to the 30. He spins down to the middle of the field. Keandre Pierce with the turnover and the interception.
Logan Heckema is down on the field.
Heckema down on the field, but he's
getting back up.
Heckema is going to jog
limping
off.
a little
He's
bit.
good, but huge turnover on the duck pass.
And the
from
duck
Trainer.
pass. The duck pass was based upon the pressure that they were able to put on him in the
Absolutely.
back, and that's exactly what we needed. Take the turnovers. Take the turnovers.
And that's one thing that we were told that Livonia Churchill was unable to do. This is huge right here now.
We've got officials discussing something right about where the ball was spotted. There's a flag on the other side of the field that was just kind of buried up by players there. Not sure who it's going to be against.
Well, if it's there, it may be a hold.
It depends on whether or not it came in before or after. If this was something after the interception, obviously, it's still going to be Monteshore's ball.
But if it's
they've spotted
offensive,
it already up here. So it's almost a spot foul. This means it would be after.
Okay, we're going to see right here where it is.
A sideline
warning.
against the Sailors.
Okay. So it's just a warning. Probably got real excited a little bit,
yes, absolutely.
with the interception. So it's just a warning, no penalty.
Not something that the Sailors typically do. It probably was exciting.
No, a lot of teams don't do it. And probably what was happening is officials probably was running down there and may have ran into, run into it.
So Sailors
big
with a
turnover.
golden
Go ahead.
opportunity. Yes, gold. 6:50 left in the second quarter, and we talked about another score on top of the other one where we're tilting it the other way just before halftime and getting the ball back again in the second half first. Boy, I'll tell you what, that you couldn't script anything better.
No, you couldn't script anything right there. Pass interception by Keandre Pierce. Ball's in 4-down territory, marked at about the 36-yard line. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Hatcher offset to the left. Rose is at quarterback. Going to give it to Hatcher. Hatcher's going to break it, and he breaks one tackle. Goes around that right side. Hatcher's going to get the first down. Hatcher run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
Now we're talking about true athleticism here, where they had Hatcher stopped at the line of scrimmage. He was able to bounce it back to the outside. We'll credit a little bit of poor tackling on Walled Lake Western
Well,
on there,
I'm
but he
seeing
took
a lot
advantage
of
of
right
it.
there. Some of the Walled Lake Westerns guys are upset that they're not wrapping up, they're not containing, and I think another touchdown. They're not used to being in this situation right here.
No, they are not. And the Sailors are knocking on the doorstep at the 20.
And not being a running team is going to turn them into more of a passing team, which makes it more predictable. Offset. Pierce going to carry the ball. Rose going to keep the ball. Rose on inside. Down to the 5. Brady Rose down to about the 2-yard line.
Boy, I
tell you what, the Sailors have the Warriors on their heels, not knowing what to do.
This is incredible. I'll tell you, the game preparation that Sailors have done. We were talking earlier with some of the coaching staff about the review of the tape, and they liked what they saw on the defensive side of the ball and our ability to react to it on the offensive side, and we are taking advantage exactly what they had expected to do.
Cam Sobich running off the field as he was coming on. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Offset, Trovinger in motion. Hatcher carrying the ball is going to pick up about 1 yard on the carry. Ball going to be marked at about he's going to be right at the 3-yard line, gain of naught. So let's bring up 2nd and goal. Ball's marked at about, is that the 3 or the 4?
Looks like
they
about
got
the
it marked at the 3-yard line, 5:59 counting down. Sailors going to use up some clock right here as well, but a touchdown right here would be monumental. It would be huge.
Well, when we talk about it in a back-and-forth game, it gives you a little bit of cushion to be able to go back and forth and keep that score in your advantage.
Rose out of the shotgun. Rose going to carry the ball. Rose goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Mona Shores.
Wow.
Boy, I tell you what, they had no answer to the inside veer quarterback team.
Just huge. 5:37 left in the second quarter. Sailors have taken a 2-score lead, and this is, you can look at the sidelines of Walled Lake Western are just beside themselves. There's it's like you deflated the air right out of the balloon. It's really unbelievable how they have just kind of cut them apart. So we're here for the extra point. De Kuiper with the kick. It is up, and it is good. So we have 5:37 left in the second quarter. Your Sailors are up by 2 scores, 28-14. Let's take a quick break, and we will be back in just a minute.
I tell you what, want to welcome everyone back. Sailor Nation Network coming to you live from Okemos High School. Your Sailors are up 28-14. Brady Rose at quarterback. Goes in on a 3-yard run. It's a high end overrun kick. Going to be taken at about the 15-yard line. There's going to be a little
pitch,
lateral back.
little lateral.
And it's going to be taken. He breaks a couple tackles. Going to go around that left side. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Oh, my gosh, on the lateral. The trick play lateral back to number 3. C.J. Brown catches the Sailors special team off guard, and he goes 85 yards.
Well,
and he was, again,
he was tackled. It was broken tackles, and that's really, you want to give that credit, obviously, from the athleticism of Walled Lake and number 3, C.J. Brown. But really, this comes down to some failed tackling on Mona Shore's side. So we've got 5:20 left, waiting for the extra point attempt here by Walled Lake, 28-20.
Some razzle-dazzle PAT attempt.
And breathed a little bit of life into Walled Lake.
Yep, kick is up. It is
no good.
No good. He hooked it left, so there's another break.
Wow, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and keep it here because we got some developments here. So
well,
Walled Lake is not going to go away. And
they're not going to go away at all.
That kickoff is going to be a threat every single time because of the athleticism that they have in their players back there. That actually took advantage of you kicked it to Yassine, expecting him to run, and Yassine did that little lateral back. That
and
really
it
was
wasn't even a very good lateral.
No,
it
left him in the side. It left him in the center of the field. We had him covered up.
Oh, right.
It was just poor tackling.
Yeah, it was poor tackling. It was poor tackling because they had him. Again, it's just the elusiveness, and Coach Mark Konecny, special teams coach right there, will be talking to his special team players.
Well, and not just from a tackling standpoint, but we're going to have to continue to adjust to what they're doing on that kickoff every single time. And really, it's all about keep it simple.
I would be surprised
keep it simple.
to see a square kick.
Yeah.
It's a high end over and kick.
It's short.
Brady Rose is going to carry the ball. Brady Rose breaks through. Brady Rose is going to take it up to about the 42-yard line, so not bad right there.
I tell you what. Brady Rose took a good hit there. The utility Swiss Army knife, Brady Rose. Here we are on kick returns, quarterback. He runs a slot. The kid can do it all. And I'll tell you what, he's been called to action to do it all today. So your Sailors are going to take over at the 41-yard line, their own side of the field. Brady Rose still at the helm, with Caden Boersma still on the other side of the field on the bench for the Sailors. And you know what? Brady Rose hasn't missed a beat. He took over as quarterback for the first couple of games. He's right back in it and doing just a fine job.
He's right in the mood right there. Offset to let Trey Hatcher, twins to the top and bottom. Rose back to pass. Wide open.
Oh! No!
Oh, Keandre Pierce. Oh, my God. Incredible. Keandre Pierce was 20 yards behind in front of everybody else.
And I tell you what, it was a fantastic call. They're not expecting Brady Rose to be the pass. Brady Rose dropped that in on a dime, and I think Keandre Pierce was just so excited to have nobody around him, he just didn't follow through and bring the ball down with it.
Oh my God, I about fell out of my seat here. Absolutely great call. Boy, did Walled Lake
keep that in your pocket for the rest of the game.
Oh, my God. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Hatcher offset to the left.
They are loaded on defense.
They are just loading up the box right there. Brady Rose going to keep the ball. Fumble. Walled Lake Western has recovered the ball. Oh.
And we also have a Sailor down back here. Who is that?
It looks like it's Heckema.
Logan Heckema, yep.
Oh, what could have been up by 14 could be a tie ball game.
Boy,
oh, my God.
Walled Lake Western is not going away, and this is two teams that truly deserve to be here right now. Logan Heckema is still down on the field. He's holding his left knee. Boy, I tell you, after that missed pass to Keandre Pierce and then a fumble right after that, that is definitely not where we wanted to go on that. Well, let's take a quick injury break here, and we'll be right back.
Want to welcome everyone back. I'll tell you what, a turn of events, and they're not good for your Sailors. The drop, sure touchdown from Rose to Pierce, and now the fumble by Rose, and an injury to Heckema at defensive end is going to change the complexion of this game potentially.
And he's laying down on the bench over there right now, still limping all the way over. We'll see if he's able to return.
Trips right, split left, empty backfield, in motion, a little shuffle pass. Two going to carry the ball. He's going to be tackled by number 45.
And we don't have that one. But I'll tell you what, it was great pursuit. I'll tell you, the line sealed off, forced him to the outside. He wasn't able to get a seam, and the pursuit by number 45 drops him for a loss.
We got to find out who 45 is, though.
He's a big guy there, and he's moving pretty fast, too.
We got to find out who 45 is so we can give him some love. Great guy. Coming from the weak side, too. We'll try to find out.
Noah's going over to check with the stat guys right now. We'll be able to get that answer.
Yeah, we don't have him on there, but he's making some great plays. Second down, loss of 3.
Oh, it's Lenardowitz.
Oh, Jeffrey Lenardowitz, a sophomore, my Mike linebacker. And a boy, Jeffrey. Jeffrey coming in off of that Will linebacker. So it's going to be He's going to be tackled down. Fought his head downfield. Incomplete. Well coverage on that side by Jalen Hobson. Going to bring up a 3rd and 12. Jeffrey Lenardowitz, the sophomore, starting at outside linebacker.
Wow, I'll tell you what. And it sounds like, listening to some of the other, I was looking downfield to see how that was going to go. There was a hit just as he was throwing that. It looks like their quarterback really kind of took a shot on that one. So we have 3rd and long, just over onto the Sailor side of the field at the 50-yard line, like by foot. Walled Lake Western sets up, trips to the right.
Trips to the right, split left. C.J. Brown offset to the right. Snap, Brown staying back to block.
And we've got a false start on Walled Lake. 4:08 left in the second quarter. Boy, I'll tell you what, it has been a tale of travesties, if you will, with the second quarter for the Sailors, up by 2 scores, giving up that huge kickoff return for a touchdown, and then dropping a sure touchdown pass,
Oh,
only to be followed
God.
by a fumble, giving the ball back to Walled Lake. And
You
here we
just
are.
don't see somebody open that foul.
No, unless you've called the absolute perfect play
Well,
for
and that was at that time kind of like Portage Northern did on the double tight
That's right.
T formation.
So 3rd and 17 from the 45. Walled
3rd
Lake.
and 17, empty back, no, in motion. Walled Lake going back, going to go downfield. Wide field, there's nobody there. Oh, Brady Rose was a step away.
No flags.
No fave, so Walled Lake Western is sending in the potential punt team right here. I say potential because we got to see, but if we get a spot, the missed touchdown and the fumble really goes for now because we did get the stop. It didn't turn into
Still
advantage,
the
but
missed
can we get that
touchdown.
back?
Yeah, if we could get it back before the half.
If we get it back, then we're all right. It's,
Right.
We're going to need a two touchdown cushion, I think, to be honest with you.
Right.
Spread punt formation. Bad snap. It's a bad snap. Larnadowicz is going to be tackled. Yes. Oh, he's going to. Oh! Oh, number 6. Get out of here. Number 6 right there. No, Hamill. Kyrie Hamill with the bobbled snap run. Sailors thwart a potential touchdown punt.
And leave us with very good field position to get this
territory right
to get this
here.
2-score game.
Boy, a 2-score game on an incredible play and great defensive stop.
So with 3:54, the Sailors take over at the 41-yard line.
So regroup right here. Brady
Yes,
Rose at
this is where,
quarterback.
again, you take that deep breath, you go back
Take
to
that
your
deep
game,
breath.
forget
Let's
about
get
it.
back what we do.
Doesn't matter now.
It's all done. Trips, twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Hatcher lone back out of the pistol look. Pierce in motion. Brady going to carry
keep.
the ball. Brady around that left side. Brady down to 30.
Nobody's going to
20, 10, touchdown, Brady Rose.
Oh,
Brady Rose.
no
Goes
flags.
41
No
yards on the
flags.
touchdown. On the outside veer keep. Oh, the Brady Rose show.
The Walled
is
Lake
stepping up.
The Walled Lake fan in front of us wanted a hold. There
I
was
would
no
sit
hold.
down,
There was
will you,
no
please?
hold on that play. It was
No
actually
hold.
a
I'm gonna
good
pound on the
seal.
glass.
What it was is he saw that seal, and as soon as he was by, it was all inside. There was no hold, and it doesn't matter right now.
Timeout on the
Mona
field
Shores.
right here. Mona Shores. We're going to stay here right now because Brady Rose is putting on a clinic
Yes.
on how to run the veer.
Yes. I'll tell you what, it has been, and you never like to see anybody go down. We got at least 2 starters. Oh, actually, we did get Pinnell back. Correct?
Yes, right.
Pinnell's back. So we still have our starting quarterback, Caden Broersma, which is, in effect, you have a double threat quarterback on a regular basis with Caden Broersma because he can throw the ball well. However, when you switch like that unexpectedly and you put somebody like Brady Rose in there, again, we've mentioned it before, for Walled Lake Western to be able to adjust is difficult because they have not been studying that film. They have not seen Brady Rose and that scrappy little pit bull that we throw back there, and he has always been terrific at running the veer. And again, you said it best, he's putting on a clinic, and they don't have an answer for it right now. So after the timeout, Keegan DeKuyper is going to be set up to put the extra point on the board, which will make it a 30. Right now it's 34-20, hoping for our 35-20 once that goes up.
I'm just listening to Tom Kenna over there. A turn of events have turned into just an incredible outtake by Brady Rose. There's a snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is good. So your Sailors have now gone up by 3 scores.
Two scores.
No, they got to get the 2-point conversion.
Still two scores.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
still 2 scores.
Yeah,
still 2 scores.
it's
but
a
by
2
15.
scores, but
it's a
by 15, so
15-point
force
game.
them to go for a 2-point conversion.
Let's stay here. This is exciting.
Got
We're
an
just going to keep
update
it
from
right.
Kentwood, 14-14, Muskegon.
Oh, Muskegon in a dogfight as
DeWitt.
well. Not expected to be as much of a challenge as what even East Grand Rapids was last week.
No, and DeWitt's a young team. They thought they were about a year away.
Boy, I'll tell you what, a complete game so far. The defense has adjusted well against. I can't believe how high-powered this offensive is, and we've had an opportunity to shut them down on a couple of different series now. And the interception. Again, we're talking about a few plays that make the difference between winning and losing, and they're in our favor so far.
Right, and yep.
Nice
Now
squib
this
kick.
is a
Perfect.
good kick right here. This is
And
a
his
great
hand.
kick right here. Yeah, I see him going to carry the ball. It's going to break through. And now he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's what. Remember, I talked about that squib kick, where it gives us more time to get downfield a little bit, and you don't know what the ball is going to do. That's a great
you
call
don't.
by Coach Konechny down there.
And I keep going back to it when you have the outcome that we've had so far on the plays that we've been able to put on offense, defense. If you can get in their head and take a little bit of that confidence away, and you almost see it a little bit in their play, we've been able to come up with something that no other teams have been able to do.
Twins top, twins to the bottom. C.J. Brown offset to the right. Trader, your quarterback. Trader going to go back on a little slant. Caught, pick up about 8 yards on the carry. Ball's going to be marked at the 40-yard line.
3:28 and counting down. 35-20. Your Sailors are up in the second quarter.
And we certainly, you know what, 5, 8, 10 yards, it takes up clock. They don't, again, they take a long time to call a play just because they huddle right here. Okay, and they're and they can change a little bit, but huddling takes a lot more time in this new fast-paced game that everybody's going to the spread.
Well, and you always take the second half is going to be a half of adjustments on both sides. We need to take that into
and
consideration.
the bigger adjustment is going to be on them because most
Correct.
of their time they're going to spread on offense. Yep.
Nice seal on the outside.
there.
Beautiful seal. Almost a.
Number 7, the ball carrier. That's Cooley.
Boy, beautiful
20 down.
seal, pushing him into the outside, not allowing him
Right.
to get that edge. That's exactly what you do. You have somebody that it runs north and south that has a lot of athleticism, push him to the outside and use that as your stopper, the sidelines.
And really the only play that stopped them has been the TD play where they pull the guard
Yes.
and they go outside on that. Other than that, it's really been a nice job by Coach Check and his defensive staff. Trips left, split to the right. Hatcher offset to the left. Correction. Brown offset. Going to be a little pass there across there. He's going to break. Tackles that Brady Rose in on the tackle on that far side. A shoestring tackle.
That could have been that could have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there, shoestring.
2:12 counting down until halftime.
3 is another one of their guys, C.J. Brown, that is incredibly athletic. Boy, I tell you, this is the game that we hope that we could come out and play. Again, we're looking for another answer because anytime that they have the ball, they're going to have a high potential of scoring. We've got to come up with another answer.
Base formation, twins to the top and bottom. Trader going back, being tagged, being rushed on that side right there. It's going to throw the ball, goes out of bounds, and being rushed over there by Jeff Lenarowitz, the outside linebacker, coming from his will spot.
Credit to the defensive backs there and the coverage that they had. That was fantastic. He had so much time back there, but nobody could get loose. That is a credit to your secondary.
Right. Want to be concerned, though, what happened to the DN on that side because he's the contained guy, was able to get outside a little bit instead of containing and force him to stay inside. Nonetheless, it brings up a 2nd down and 10. Ben's on that far side there, the east hash.
1:45 left. The clock is
Okemos High
stopped.
School.
2nd down and 10 on that incomplete pass.
Trips right, split to the left. C.J. Brown offset to the left. In motion. Trader going to go back.
Nice screen pass.
Oh, God, he's elusive. Okay. Boy, I tell you what, that's number 3 on the reception on C.J. Brown's elusive, too, coming out of the back.
And it was a beautifully called screen pass by Walled Lake on that one because they took, again, we talked about one of our keys to
we're
success.
bringing some heat.
We are. They took advantage of our aggressiveness on that one. And that's the first screenplay that they've called.
Yeah, and that's a great call because of what you said. You know, bringing up heat, let him come in, dump off that little screen.
Yep. There no holds barred on both sides of this ball, I'll tell you what.
Trips right, split left. C.J. Brown offset now to the left. Goes up there now to the twin side. Twins to the left, split trips to the right. Shahimi in motion. Going to go downfield. Being rushed. Lenardowitz in there. They're going to go. He rolls outside. And he's going to be running. He's going to throw it, and he's going to be caught.
Boy, I tell you what, you cannot give him that much.
And good rush.
There we got a late flag, and it's coming from the Walled Lake side. I'm not sure who it's going to be on.
Is it going to be on us, number 50?
It's good. They're saying it's going to be against the Mona Shores Sailors.
And did he get the boot? He's walking over to the sideline right here. Did he get the boot out of the game?
Boy, I tell you what, that's a poor, poor penalty to take. It's certainly to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. The play was dead. That was over
Joey
at that
Cerner.
point. We're still waiting to see exactly what it is. So 46 is coming in. We don't have that number either. And it looks... We still haven't heard any type of call. It's got to be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, we're still waiting. The officials have huddled up. They're at about the 32-yard line.
They haven't marked anything off from the original spot of the play, which was a completed pass. Again, we have the officials are really slow on what they're going to call. Okay, here's our call. It's unsportsmanlike conduct. It is against Mona Shores.
So unsportsmanlike, yeah, against 50. So ball's going to be marked inside
no
the
ejection.
15,
You were
14.
wondering about an ejection.
No, well, he was coming off the field like he was ejected, but no ejection. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 14-yard line.
1 minute, 25 seconds left in the second quarter, and this game is a back-and-forth barn burner, that's for sure.
Both teams down to one timeout in this half. Trainer back, C.J. Brown offset, Trainer. All times the throw. Trainer's going to keep the ball. He's going to run out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, so he's going to lose about 1. Boy, the secondary coverage good. Now what we got to do is we got to try to keep the kid, you know, the end's got to take that banana route, keeping Trader to the inside. I'm afraid somebody's going in too deep.
Right.
I'm going to try to watch a little bit better to see what's going on. That's Heckema.
We are really getting
side.
Great pressure, which was part of our game plan, is to get that pressure on him to push him to make some bad passes. But we're giving him way too much time and is able to find open receivers because they're coming back on broken plays.
Second down and 11. C.J. Brown offset. Now they jump into the Wildcat. Jump into the Wildcat there. That's Yashin.
And he's going to keep it.
Carry the ball.
And we're going to give it the backfield. Number 5, Trovinger
on the blitz on that wide side.
Oh.
They must have saw it in the film. That's something that they saw in the film. Kobe Trovinger sprinting down that side. It's going to be loss of about 5, maybe 4 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and about 16. 3rd and 15.
I'll tell you what, 3rd and 15, 47 seconds and still counting. They're rushing up now to the line to see if they can get something
40
off.
seconds counting down, 1 timeout left. C.J. Brown offset to the right. Trainer, your quarterback, trips right, split left.
Drops back to pass.
Going back down
Across
the
the
pass.
middle.
Oh, and it's caught, well defended, just out of the outstreet runs of our defensive back right there.
I think that
on a nice ball, too. That was a well-thrown ball.
Yeah, it was. And it was Jalen Hobson that had coverage on it. He had like a quarter step on him. He almost was able to knock that out of his hands. But
so with 30 seconds left, the Warriors have scored. Now the question is, do they go for the 2 or do they wait for another chance?
You look at your offense, you look at the chance that you might miss. Again, you go for 2.
No, you're going for 2 right now. Trainer's going back in.
30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Again, good defensive scheme, just a little too slow now, about a half a step behind him. Twins.
Oh, quarterback keeper.
Trainer's going to keep the ball, and he's going to go in on a wraparound keep.
That was a great call.
That was a great call.
Yeah, it was a great call by their and nobody was over there. They took advantage of our aggressiveness. But that was a great call. So now we're down to a 1-score game, 30 seconds left, 35-28. And, boy, it has been an exciting half of football.
I'll tell you what, we haven't had a football game like this in a while.
Neither one of these teams are going going away anytime soon. This is going to be a play all the way to the end. I can absolutely guarantee you. Sailor Nation, 171 people tuning in to listen to us. I hope you're able to watch on Fox Sports Detroit and listen to us as we call the game.
That's going to be the best way to do it.
Yeah, right now
Watch
it is.
and
Absolutely.
listen to us. Absolutely. Want to welcome everybody. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. Feel free to comment. Let us know what we can do to make our broadcast even better, because it's all about you. So I think we'd probably see a little squib kick right here. Don't think we'd want to keep it because their special team coverage has not been that good. And it's a short little pooch kick. It's going to be taken there by, who's that? Is that number 20?
Yep, number 20 on that one, Nolan Casher.
Nolan Casher. So the question, do you go? I'd still think, well, let's just keep running what we're doing. We're doing
yeah, there's
okay.
no reason to change. And quite honestly, the way that Brady Rose runs, or you give it to Trey Hatcher, you could easily break one for another score yet this half.
Right, and if we're able to go up.
We
and
have
I
one
say that,
timeout, too, as well.
Right.
Keep that in mind.
If we're able to go up, we get the ball to start the second.
We do.
That's one of the things that you said.
And go back
So
into that
it's
score.
twins to the bottom, twins to the top. Hatcher out of the pistol look right behind Brady Rose. Brosman in motion. Hatcher breaks
Hatcher's
loose.
breaking it through.
Hatcher's breaking through. Hatcher across the 40, down to about the 39-yard line.
Call your timeout.
Okay, 19 timeout. The clock's going to have to start to stop to reset the chains. Timeout, Mona Shores.
19 seconds left, and I'll tell you, that is exactly what. Now, you're at the 39 of Walled Lake Western, and you've got a lot of real estate to go. You've got 19 seconds, so you're most likely you're going to see a Brady Rose or a Trey Hatcher run. What do you do with them? Do you run them to the outside to try to save a little bit of time? Do you push them to the outside in that run? Obviously, you know, if you've got the angle to get the score, by all the means do that. But you have to be able to stop that clock. I don't know if we'd be able to take that type of a run and get reset again before.
Right. We don't have enough time because that was a
Maybe just a
6-second
little.
play. That was a 6-second play.
We might just
got to
have
do
enough
something to the outside. Do you go back to the pass that Pierce dropped, maybe?
No, I don't
or
think you
that's
do,
too
because
early?
I think they're
you
going to
come
be a
up
lot
with
more
a
spread
gadget
defense.
play, maybe? We haven't seen a gadget. And,
Well,
and,
you haven't
and
seen a
said,
reverse jet yet.
No, yep. You got to think something outside.
You know what? I get a little crazy here. Put Travis Duran at quarterback, Brady Rose back to the outside, reverse jet it to him. I mean, is that a? That's not a,
yeah, right.
But Brady Rose is in, and here we go. 1st and 10.
Hatcher offset to the left out of the pistol. Timeout by the Warriors. So a battle of wits right here. Warriors using their last timeout.
Boy,
What do you do here? Okay, so it's on the far east hatch. I think what you would do, you'd utilize that sideline for something, you know, maybe a quick hitch out there, going out of bounds right there to utilize your time.
Boy. So here we go. Walled Lake Western burns their final timeout of the
first half here. Boy, I
19 seconds still left. Your Sailors are up 35-28.
Both teams without timeouts right here. So 2 to 3 plays if you utilize your sideline properly. That's going to be the key, or if it's an incomplete pass. Haven't seen much gadget this year out of quarterback other than a wraparound draw.
And it hasn't been needed.
Empty backfield, in motion. Rose back to pass. Rose downfield, wide open. No! Through the outstreet lane. Jalen Hobson was open too. Wow, Brady Rose is just throwing the ball on a dime.
I don't know.
Wow, I don't get. And Jalen Hobson has got sure hands. A ball, well-placed ball, just between the outstretched arms of Jalen Hobson. All right, brings up a second down. Second down 10. You're down to 13 seconds left. In motion. Rose going to go back to pass. Rose going to carry the ball. Rose has got to get out of bounds.
And he does.
Gets out of bounds with
6
seconds left. It's about a yard short from that first down over that 5 set, but it's a one-play game, right? Well, field goal would put him.
Boy, that would be a long field goal for
49. It'd be a 30, 40, 47 yard. That'd be a long poke from here.
All right, here it is for the. Unless it's a pass, you might have 1 second
Could
left.
see a hitch and pitch over here. Maybe a hitch and pitch in motion is going to turn into trips. Rose stepping back. Rose is going back. Going to be intercepted. And he's just going to take it at. Oh, there's going to be a flag.
What's the flag for?
Oh, it's going to be a late hit. It's going to be a personal foul late hit on us.
Sorry, I couldn't see past the guy standing up
No,
in
he's
front of us.
animated. This guy in front of us is pretty animated, I'll tell you.
The clock has run out. 35-28, still Sailors.
Be interesting now, the clock runs out. It's a defensive penalty, so the half can end on a defense because of the change of possession. Do they get a chance to have a play right now? That's the thing. That will be in question right now.
Every referee in the stadium is still waiting to hear exactly what has happened. Obvious, it shouldn't say obvious. Most likely it's going to be a late hit.
Personal foul.
Hit to the head against the Sailors. One unplayed down is going to be given to Walled Lake as the time had expired, but it was a defensive penalty. They're marking it off from the spot of the foul, which is going to put them.
Well, you know they're going to go downfield with this.
You bet
now.
they are. So, yeah, obviously, I mean, keep everybody in front of you. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
So they're going to put it at the 46-yard line of Walled Lake. That's where they're going to have one play, one on-time play. And this, honestly,
so
here we go.
Walled Lake Western's going to have one play before half. Wind's coming out of the west here a little bit, out of the southwest. Well, yeah, you got a kid with an arm like this, you might as well. You're a pass-happy team.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right,
go with
so
the
here we
empty
go.
back.
And you can
Gonna go
obviously
empty backfield, trips left, split to the right.
A lot of defensive backs.
Shaheen Yachinin back there, and he's going to go back to pass. It's going to be a little bit short. Incomplete pass, well defended by the Sailors there.
Okay.
Surprised that they did that with him instead of going with the quarterback. Well, that was a surprising play. Why would you do that right there? Just because maybe the dual run pass threat, maybe?
Yeah, I don't not exactly.
Or maybe
sure.
to protect the quarterback, maybe from getting hit.
But also from the standpoint of if Shores would have come with any pressure, the pressure that we have been able to put on them has actually ended up in a one interception already this game. If they bring the pressure, now you've got that D1 Yacine, D1 commit. He's got some athleticism. Maybe he decides to run it.
Yeah, he does.
So, well, we are at halftime, and it has been a fantastic, fantastic thing. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back when the second half starts.
The Sailor Nation Sports Network would like to announce the first ever Pinnacle of Pride sponsor, the Sailor Classic. The Sailor Classic is a golf outing fundraiser created in 1990 and focuses on ways to enhance both the student athletes and the true fans' ability to experience all that Mona Shores has to offer. The Sailor Classic has provided a multitude of areas of financial support for athletics throughout the Mona Shores school system. In 2001, a foundation was created under the Sailor Classic to fund scholarships for qualifying student athletes. That fund has since grown to over $150,000 and has helped several students athletes begin their college endeavors. The Sailor Classic is held every summer. For anyone interested in either becoming a sponsor in the Classic or simply participating, please see the Sailor Classic Facebook page for the most up-to-date information. Thank you, Sailor Classic, for your generosity and support of our Sailor Nation Sports Network as the very first Pinnacle of Pride sponsor. Sailor Nation Sports Network is proud to present our newest Pinnacle of Sailor Pride member, John Huizinga. John is a proud graduate of Mona Shores class of 1993. He was an active member of several sports while in high school. John now has his own children, either graduated from or attending Mona Shores. John owns and operates 4 self-storage units within Kent County and Muskegon County, boasting the easiest storage process ever, as well as 24-hour surveillance and gated entry. These self-storage options are surely perfect for your needs. Thank you, John Huizinga, for your Pinnacle of Sailor Pride support.
Behind and a little bit more that's going to go out of bounds now. Do we make them kick off again? I do.
I think I would make them.
It.
Yeah, it goes out of bounds, and we have enough talent in the back there.
Yeah, make them kick it again. They did.
I think
and we've got some good skill kids here.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do a nice little line drive shot and see if there may be a mishandle on it, but it went out of bounds.
Offensively, Coach Kozak says you can't stop us. We can run it. Well, a couple things we're going to see is we're going to see the buck sweep. Out of a motion away, they're going to have to go, and then we're going to pull a guard and with him and go that way. But overall, he was happy. We just got to protect the ball.
Right.
Protect the ball, protect the ball, protect the ball. Number one.
Let's hope they weren't listening to our awesome broadcast.
Yeah, let's hope not.
All right, so here comes the re-kick from the 35. We move up a little bit, gives us 5 more yards. Hopefully we can turn that into something.
Again, and then if it goes out of bounds, make them kick it again until they get it. It's a high-end over-end kick. It's going to be taken there at about the 15-yard line. That's Hobson going to go around that side. Hobson is going to get down there, and no, Hobson's going to run out of bounds. So we lost 15 on the re-kick.
Yeah, that's not good. It was good coverage by Walled Lake Western on that.
There. Could have been at 35, so it'll be 1st and 10 Sailors. Ball's going to be marked right at the 20-yard line. So a loss of 15 when we thought that was a better kick, though, too. Taken at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Sailors, ball at the 20-yard line. Got a score from the Division III game at Kentwood. Muskegon up 21-14.
All right, this is a huge possession in the second half. First possession of the second half goes to the Sailors. They elected to keep the ball on the offense. Walled Lake won the toss, so here we are. Ball. This is a huge score. It could be a 2-score game after this if we were able to put some points on the board.
And that nullifies them keeping the ball as well to start the game. Hatcher carrying the ball. Hatcher hangs on the ball. Hatcher is going to get the first down with a gain of about 13 yards. Brings up a 1st and 10. Ball is going to be marked right at about the 34-yard line.
And great ball possession protection by Hatcher going through the meat of that line.
He was up right there tough.
One of my keys to success was no turnovers by us. We've had a turnover here. We were able to capitalize on a turnover against them with the interception. But we did have a turnover that ultimately could have ended up, being a turner in this game.
1st and 10 for the Sailors. Rose going to carry the ball. Rose around that left side. Rose is going to pick up about 4 yards on that carry on the inside veer quarterback keep. Gain of about 5. We'll make it 5, so it'll be now. We'll make it 4. They moved it back. 2nd down and 6. ball possession, time possession.
Yes.
Do you make a short game out of it? I know I would. As a
And
D
score
guy.
every time. Score every time.
Right.
You got to score. You got to put points on the board.
Yeah, make them work. 6-7 minute drive if possible, but Will's going to carry the pitch. Trovinger.
And it's a fumble. Just said it, and it looks like it's going to be a Walled Lake ball. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Yeah, we just talked about that right there. The turnover on the outside veer pitch to Trovinger. Coach Kozak was just talking about ball possession, take care of the rock, and we've turned it over for the second time.
Well, we're going to see what the Coach Check defense has got dialed up now that they're starting out with great field possession on the Walled Lake Western side of the ball.
Trips left, split to the right. C.J. Brown offset to the left. Trader back to pass, a little pass to the outside.
Wrapped up good.
Wrapped up on that side, find a gain of about 2. Yassine on the reception. Correction, C.J. Brown on the reception.
Boy.
I tell you, Brown's everywhere out there. He may be more elusive than Yassine.
You know, and I look at it, I'm not sure if I talked about it earlier, just studying some of the film for Walled Lake Western. They seem to have so many turnovers in a game. They've got 2 forced fumbles in this game already, and that really has been a difference maker.
It's a high-risk offense. It's a high-risk offense. Trips right, split left. Brown offset. Brown going to carry the ball. They talk by that inside.
Lenardowitz just stuffed him. Absolutely buries him coming through.
And that's not Lenardowitz.
It is.
That's a different kid. Yeah, is it? Okay. Okay, right. So Lenardowitz in on the tackle.
And we're still trying to figure out whether or not that's Lenardowitz or one person had commented that it's
like Lenardowitz.
That's Merrihew, but
yeah. Lenardowitz coming in with the head, going to go outside on the little pass. He eludes one tackle. There, he's tackled for one.
And we're in 4-down territory here with
my concern is the initial tackle was a miss, so he got an extra 2 or 3 yards.
Right.
Good read, good break on, just didn't wrap. Tackle was who? What number was the tackle on?
Kyrie Hamill made the tackle.
Okay, Hamill on the tackle. So it brings up a 4th and about 5. So 4th and 4.
Big 4th down after the turnover.
Empty backfield, going to be a pass. Trying for the hard count. Sailors aren't jumping. Trader changing the play right here. Trips left, twins to the top. Trader back to pass. Slant across the middle is caught. Inside the 25, you're going to be marked down at about the 23-yard line on the quick slant out of the trips to the right look.
Boy, I'll tell you. Okay, confirmed at 45 is Carson Merrihew, is a uniform change from last week and what we have off of our rosters.
Well,
so
that's what I was told there, too, and that's what I was told at halftime, that it's not him.
Okay.
All right, so it's a change in uniform.
Carson Merrihew at the linebacker position.
Yeah, it just didn't look like Jeffrey. Pass, Trader going down. Trader's got some time. Pass there.
No
flags.
No
flag because you.
Incidental contact.
Yeah, incidental contact because the receiver ran into the DB. So it's incidental contact. Good call by the officials on it. Good no call.
But if you ask the guy in front of us, I don't think they called it right.
No,
yeah,
he's never going to be happy right here. This poor guy stands up too much, I can't see. Got my son Christopher, ran into him. He's going to help spot up here. Want to welcome everybody in Sailor Nation Network, Sailor Sports, the subdivision of Sailor Nation Network.
That's right. That's right.
The subdivision as we ran. And you got a special announcement later on I want you to.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Twins to the top, split left. Trips to the right, split to the left. C.J. Brown going to carry the ball.
I snap C.J. Brown.
Brown's going to get through. It's A.J. Brown's going to get the first down. Boy, he's an elusive back. He's not a big back, but he's elusive. It's kind of like Hatcher. Brady Rose on the tackle. Noah Kanukin back here. The original family is back together for this big game.
Yep, the original.
The stepchildren are gone.
Unable to join us this
unable
game.
to join. The adopted stepchildren are gone today. Johnny Hall.
Johnny and Connor, yep.
And Connor trips right, split left. That little pass across the middle right there. Rose in on the tackle. Going to be tackled at about the 7-yard line. There's a late flag. Oh, don't tell me it's not going to be another flag on 50 Cerner. It looks like it's going to be a personal foul, I think.
Yeah, it definitely was after the play had come to a halt. Still waiting to hear what's coming in.
They're marching out right here. Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Necessary roughness, Mona Shores. Wow.
Well, and again, this is what's killing our momentum. And I tell you, dissecting the first half, we could have had a 3-score lead coming into the second half had we not kind of shot ourselves in the foot in a few plays.
So it's going to be first and goal. Ball is going to be marked at the 2.5-yard line. Short field position here. C.J. Brown's going to carry the ball. C.J. Brown is going to go down to the...
just shy of the goal line.
About the 1-yard line. Boy, I'm talking about momentum change has been huge.
Well, it's another tale of two halves here. It started out exactly like what we're seeing right now, where Walled Lake kind of owned the momentum for quite some time. Again, it's going to take another adjustment, and we're going to have to continue to take a deep breath and play our game.
Well, the thing is, the turnover is going to create the scoring opportunity if they get it in here.
High
snap, and he's going to be in. C.J. Brown's going to go in to put Walled Lake Western within 1 point with a potential tying PAT coming up.
So we're 1 point away from a tied game. Man, 35-34.
Boy,
wow.
No defense here, huh?
Shootout.
70 points, a snap, the kick, it's up. It is good. So with 6:47 remaining here in the third quarter, the Warriors of Walled Lake Western have converted on the turnover on the outside veer option by Brady Rose to tie the score 35-31. Quick timeout and come on back and join us.
That's all right.
Want to welcome them back. The Warriors have responded by 10 up the game, 35-35. It's a high-end over-end kick. Going to take him by Thompson. Thompson across the 20. Thompson down to about the 25, 30. Thompson down to the 35. Thompson down to the 40-yard line. That's a better return by Jalen.
And that's what we saw again in the first half, too, is we had some pretty good returns just like that to set us up a good field possession.
There's a gentleman in front of us. I can't emphasize enough. He's very irritating. He's very opinionated. He jumps up and he's just blocking. My view, I'm sorry. Does not understand the game very well at all. So it'll be first and for the Sailors ball right in the middle of the field as they head to the west. Trovinger around that left side. Trovinger is going to get the...
Nice patience. Nice patience.
Going to be run out of bounds after getting the first down.
Yeah,
so we're going to see some outside stuff along with some inside stuff, some buck sweep action by Coach Kozak. Was very pleased with his offense, and why wouldn't you? I mean, he scored 35 points in the first half.
Trovinger on that last one took his time. He let his block set up. He got an additional 5 yards out of that just by taking his time and being patient.
Trovinger's a 3-year starter, got pulled up about a quarter of the way through his sophomore season. It was hate to lose Trav, but tell you what, he's been a starter, and he's a great addition. This is his senior year. Trav in motion, fake. Brady Rose going to keep the ball. Brady Rose. Brady threw it down to 30, 20, 10, 5. Brady Rose, touchdown.
No flags.
Brady goes
the distance.
65 yards for the touchdown. Brady Rose on the inside veer keep.
I'll tell you what, there's no answer to him.
Well,
I think it's because his stature is so short. They lose him once the line stands up.
Right.
They lose him, and once he gets through that line, there's no touching him.
Well, not only that, though, it's assignment football. Certain people have the dive back. Your interior dot line. Linebackers have the quarterback, and they're not picking up. I think the linebackers are going after the dive back, freeing up Brady Rose.
Boy, that was a great answer to that.
That was a great answer.
Extra point
Rose
attempt.
with the hold, the snap, the kick. It's up. It is good. So, on a two-play drive after the great return by Jalen Hobson to the 35-yard line, the Sailors go back up 42-35. Last man win the ball with the ball. It's probably going to win this game, so make sure you don't go anywhere. And we're kicking off. It's a low square. Going to take a couple little bounce. Going to be taken in the middle of that field. And it's going to be tripped up right at about the 40-yard line. Not going to kick it deep. Saw the razzle-dazzle on the kickoff return for 85 yards. So Coach Konechny, working with our special teams for the varsity this year, option for the short squib in the middle of the field.
So defense needs to be very patient and very, very mindful of their position, holding what they're supposed to hold. Coverage has got to be great on the secondary. Again, getting that pressure on the quarterback, but they got to shut it down. Don't give them so much time after they get the pressure.
C.J. Brown with the ball. C.J. Brown's going to be tackled after a gain of about 5 yards on the carry. We'll make it 4, bring up second down and 6. Off of that trips left, split to the right. Trovinger.
Trey Word.
And Trey Word on there. Nice to see Trey getting some getting into a little action now. Trey started all year long.
Once again, if you're just joining us, hopefully you have the opportunity to watch this game on Fox Sports Detroit. You can tune in our audio as we continue to call the game for you here on Sailor Nation Sports Network. And we thank you for joining us. Second down, here we go.
Trips left, split to the right, empty backfield. Trader back to throw is going to be tackled.
He's going to get the first down
right there. Good for the first down. That gain of about 7 yards. Ball is going to be marked right at about the 49.5-yard line. I'm not sure it's that defense. Been the stellar defense all year long. Trovinger, Hamill, Humphreys, Sobish, and Pierce, Bros, and Brady Rose, Jalen Hobson, D-line, Cerner, Heckema, Merrihew, Olson, and Trey Ward.
The defense at this point in time, you've got to get one of these drives, you got to get a stop. Now, it's going to come down to a couple of big plays. I think that you're going to see you got an empty backfield here. You know that this is going to be a pass. You've got to find where they're going to put that ball and make the stop.
Off to the rush there, going right downfield.
Way open.
Wide open, open right there. Somebody messed up. It's either Pierce. Pierce was the defender on that far side, and right now they're talking to it. Cam Sobish, the linebacker, the outside linebacker right now, talking to it. And now I would think, Coach, I was looking at Coach Kozak signaling right now. Exactly what's going. Tyler Van Bergen, the defensive back coach, is talking to Pierce right now, telling him what his coverage was. He either had the flats or a deep outside. The play went to the deep outside along that far east side of the field. It's going to bring down second and 10, trips left, split twins to the top, empty backfield. Trader going to go back, a little quick hit.
Drop the ball.
Pass.
Okay.
Dropped right there by number three, C.J. Brown.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this is a huge third down here at the midfield point of the field, right on the 50-yard line. And if we can get a stop, is this 4-down territory for them? Or are they going to punt it? I don't. With this offense, the way that Shores is flying around, I punt it. I try to pin them deep.
I think I would punt it, knowing that they struggle. But, boy, coming down, yeah, exactly. Going to be 3rd and 10, though. Got to get the stop right here, or maybe
big
5.
Play.
So we got quads to the right, split to the left, empty backfield. It's going to be a short pass because not an elusive quarterback. Don't see it. We got a real 4-man rush. Going to go a little pass outside to that right side. Brown down that right sideline run is going to be run out of bounds. It's a fullback screen. The fullback is offset to the quad side. He steps back. Everybody runs everybody else. They dink it down there on that fullback screen to Brown on that right side.
But I'll tell you what.
Nice devised play,
It
though.
was. And the thing that broke that loose was the sealed block on our defensive back that was coming up. He sealed him to the inside, and he ran right to the outside. It was
Joey
really,
Cerner coming in from that outside spot there. Well, the offensive line did a nice job of protecting Trainer. Quads to the right, split to the left. Trainer set back. Motion, there's a little shuffle pass.
Not going anywhere.
Goes
maybe a yard
nowhere
or two.
for a gain maybe of about 6 inches. So no gain there. We've seen 2 shuffle passes off of that. Trainer coming over to talk to the coach. Boy, if you like offense, this has been the game to right here, boy. I'll tell you, 77 points scored in this game already. And you got about a quarter and a half left.
Hey, Chris Shepard, thank you very much. We are confirmed that it is Carson Merrihew on that. We were told it was actually Lenardowitz, but we did correct that as well. Thank you very much.
Quad to the right, split to the left. There's a block right there.
Now,
Logan Heckema getting the big paws up, 6'4", 285. Logan Heckema.
this brings up now.
Another 3rd and long.
Boy, I'll tell you what. If you can get the stop here, do you kick the field goal?
No, you go for the touchdown. That's a long poke. You're looking at from there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure on their kick.
30, it's 37-yarder. Yeah, I don't know. That's a long poke, my friend. But got to get the stop right here. We just got to get stops. Standing room only here. Gracious host here at Onekama High School.
Okemos.
Okemos, yeah.
Okemos.
Yeah, what did I call it?
Onekama.
Oh, Okemos here. Trips left, twins to the top.
Wide open on the
Wide
side,
open
but
here.
we've got it covered well.
Coming up hard. Nice tackle there. Tackle by Jalen Hobson, along with number 6, Kyrie Hamill. So brings up a 4th down.
I tell you, that couldn't have been played
You know why I
better.
said Onekama? Because we brought it up on the trip over. We brought it up over there at breakfast this morning.
That's my fault. That's
it's a senior moment here I just had, for heaven's sakes.
All right, huge fourth down.
4th and 10.
4th and 12. We got a loss on that
Loss
last one.
of 2, 4th and 12. They need first down, gets them to near the 9, 10-yard line, about 9, 9.5. Quads to the right, split to the left. So do you bring in some heat here?
I think you're going to play him soft and you're going to keep it in front of you.
But C.J. Brown's going to stay in block. Now he's going no! Did he catch it?
Sure did. He caught it.
Oh, on the slant across the middle, he was wide open.
And that's that passing attack that we expected to see from Walled Lake. It really, really was. And it has been a significant part of their game all season long, and they're really trying to take advantage of it right now.
And we had a free safety right in the middle there,
Well,
too.
and it was a threaded ball. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a really great.
it was
a great throw by the quarterback, and it was perfect.
All right, PAT 3:03 remaining here. Every possession, every point is huge. The snap, the kick, it's up, and it is good. So it's back and forth in this chess game of offenses where the defenses can't stop either offenses. It's 42-42. Come on right back because I'm afraid we got way too much action coming at you. Had your bags packed for Ford Field. We're tied up 47-47. Somebody's going to be going to
42-42.
42-42. Somebody's going to go to Ford Field come Friday. Who is that? I can't see there. It's Hobson with the ball. Hobson is going to be
good coverage on that one.
Good coverage right there. Hobson's going to cross the 20 at about the 24-yard line. We're knotted up at 42 each.
And we have 2:56 left in the third quarter. Still a lot of game left and a whole lot of fireworks on offense on both sides of the ball. Boy, I'm thoroughly impressed with how well we've been able to hang with Walled Lake Western, and I think that there's a real good chance that we could walk away with a win. But we've got to come up with a couple more big plays here.
Got to come up with a stop. One stop. Trovinger in motion. Trovinger around that left side. Trovinger is going to pick up about 3 yards. And if you take away the turnover in the beginning of the third quarter, we're still up.
Yeah.
Again, protecting the ball is just so key. This more so than ever.
Yes. Yeah, that's the keys to the success that we came up with is no turnovers, and that was a big one.
Have turned into touchdowns. Second down in about 7. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Hatcher offset to the left. Trovinger in motion. Rose is going to keep the ball. Rose is going to get maybe 1 yard on that carry right there. So this is going to be a big key right now. This could be a huge play.
What we don't want is our first punt of the game.
We've seen one punt in the game and one bobble. They've only punted one time, and they tried to punt, and it was a bad snap, and we stopped them. Twins to the top, tight end, offset to the right, so it's trips right, split left. Hatcher offset to the right. Coach Kodiak, Brazy Rose changing the play. Trovinger in motion. Trovinger stops. Broken play right here. Broken play right here.
They called delay a game before the, I believe it was delay a game. They were really close to the end of the
procedure.
Yep.
All right. That may not be too bad, though. 5 yards may not be that bad because we didn't lose the play.
Right.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. Okay. This is a difficult thing right here now with Brady Rose in. He's had 2 good balls, but they've been dropped. Now this is a sure passing situation, which changes up defensively. I'm bringing some heat against a second-string quarterback. Yep. All right. Okay. Conservative call by Coach Kodiak right here with Hatcher.
Now we're looking for the stop because, again, we are all tied up with 1:08 and ticking down in the third quarter, 42-42. We're going to punt this ball. We're going to give it back to Walled Lake.
And we haven't been able to stop them now with 3 possessions in a row.
Yeah, we need to be able. We got a Walled Lake player down on the field. Looks like he's holding his arm.
Yep. So 3 possessions. You take the possession just before halftime when they score, right?
Right.
And 2 here in the second half. It's 3 possessions in a row now. Right. We have not been able to stop this Walled Lake Varsity, and 3rd and long, 4th and long.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Want to welcome everyone back. Hey, got some much-needed hot cocoa here.
Yes.
To lubricate the cords here, but it's a 4th and about 7. First punt here for the Sailors. Got to get a good one here. Spread look, trying to draw them offside. Different punter. Colby back. Trav with a nice punt.
Going to get a good
take
bounce.
A nice roll. It's going to take a good roll all the way down.
That.
It stays in bounds.
Boy, I'll tell you what. That is a beautiful punt.
5,
beautiful
10,
punt.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. A 50-yard punt. And we'll take it right there.
Wow.
You need some water? You thirsty at all?
So, again, pinning them at least a little deeper than what we thought we were going to be is a huge, huge start to this drive.
Got to get a stop right here. Got to either turnover or a punt right here because 3 possessions, the one just before half and 2 here, touchdowns.
We've got to get the pressure back on them again. That's where we were successful.
Left, split to the right. C.J. Brown at back, and it goes slant across the middle. Nice stop right here. Number 2 right here, Saheen. Brady Rose in on the tackle. It's going to bring up a 2nd down in about 7.
Those of you joining us, if you want to catch the video on Fox Sports Detroit, tune us in for the audio. That's what a lot of our fans have been doing. 144 people now tuned into Sailor Nation Sports Network, and we can't thank you enough for giving us the love that you do.
So we've come to the end of the third quarter. 84 points have been scored in this game. Boy, not much defense, but I tell you what, it's been a barn burner. The 4th quarter is coming up. A trip to Ford Field, your ticket to the D2 final, representing the West bracket at stake.
That's right.
Take a quick break. We'll be right back with you after this 1 minute halftime or quarter break. The fourth and final quarter for one of these teams is at stake. For the other, he tripped the fourth field in the G2 finals. 2nd down and 7. Trips to the left, twins to the right, empty backfield, Trader back to pass. Right across the middle, and it's caught for the first down. Yasmin Travinger on the tackle. Just haven't been able, Trader hasn't been sacked all game either.
No, he's been pressured a few times in the first half, and we haven't been able to see that pressure at all the second half. So whenever there's no pressure, he's been able to find open receivers very easily. The one thing, even when we got the pressure in the first half, he was able to float out, and he came out of the pocket, and he stayed alive for so long.
No.
We've got to get that. We got to dial up some pressure here some way.
Trips left, twins to the right, empty backfield still. Sailors grinding up a little stunt, going to go downfield. Yasmin wide open. Yeah, did it.
What a catch.
Oh, my God, what a circus-like catch. Yasmin, the Northwestern commit, catches the ball down at about the 21-yard line.
Yassine had it, bobbled it, pulled it in one-handed.
God, this kid is everything. He's everything that has been written is coming true, unfortunately.
How do we get the one guy that stands up on every single play in front of us?
No, we're blessed.
Here nor there, 147 people tuning in. It is 11:05 and ticking.
Trips left, split to the right. C.J. Brown in the backfield. Trader going to go back. There's a guy wide open across the slant. It's going to be a touchdown. Walled Lake Western on the delayed slant. He's running his kiddie post and then cuts back into the middle. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns, Walled Lake Western.
And they have retaken the lead. We had it for a while and it was tied, but they are now back in possession of the lead, 48-42, 10:54. Extra point here to come.
This brings up a different dynamic now for Coach Kozak. We'll get to that in a minute. And it is blocked. It is blocked. Coming from that far side, Brady Rose flying from that far side. And something Coach Konechny talked to me at breakfast this morning that you come up in a certain set, one guy's going to open up. We have one guy outside shoulder, one side in. Brady Rose going hard for the block.
Well, we talk about every point making a difference, and now it comes down to who has the ball last. If it's the last touchdown of that game, or last touchdown if it's Shores, they get the win instead of the tie.
Well, and here's what's going to come into play now. For the first time in the game with Brady Rose at quarterback, we're behind, I believe, isn't it? Or the second time?
No, it's the second time. Yep.
It's the second time. Mm-hmm. But now it's fourth quarter.
Yep, so it's do or die.
Yeah, right. It's do or die now. Now, going to have to step up. O-line's going to have to protect. Let's get back to what we're doing. Let's make it a short game, too. Touchdown, extra point, puts us at Ford Field by 1 point.
10:54 left. Walled Lake getting ready to tee it off after their score. Missed extra point.
High end and over end kick. Travinger is going to take the ball. Travinger is going to break through. Travinger is going to get the ball down to about the 38-yard line. And I think no flags on the play. I thought I saw a flag come out here, but no flag. 1st and 10, Mona Shores ball is going to be marked at about the 38-yard line.
Well, this is really do or die time. And 10:48 left. I mean, you literally between these two teams could see 3 scores in that amount of time. The way that they've been playing. This is another thing that
there's a flag.
Okay.
Sideline Walled Lake Western.
So that's 2 sideline warnings in this game, 1 for each team. No flag, just a warning on that one.
Okay, Sailors only down 6-0, my friend.
Yep.
A lot of time.
And this is, again, take
a
deep breath, play your game. Do what has been working.
Rose at quarterback. Double tight end look, double wing. Hatcher is bottled up.
I feel a momentum growing for Walled Lake, and I'll tell you, we've got to do something to pull that back. And Hatcher comes up holding his hamstring on his right leg, trying to stretch it out. It looks like maybe a cramp.
Now, they've seen some spread, some veer. Didn't expect seeing it from us as much with Brady Rose, so they made the good adjustments right now. Double tight, nope. Tight end to the left, twins to the right. Trovinger in motion, little bubble out to Trovinger. Trovinger is going to be a fumble.
Another fumble. I believe it's possible that Mona Shore's got that.
Well, this guy in front of us says we. No, it looks like Sailors. This guy seems to think he's got the best view in the house, for God's sakes.
Well, he takes away our best view of the house, I tell you that, every time he stands up. But good on him. Great supporter of his team. So, it's second down and
12. Second down and 12.
Third down and 12.
Third and 12. Boy, this is critical right now because we have not had an answer on defense to Walled Lake Western. Looks like he's got some blood. He's going to have to come out. We're going to get a sub right there. You got Stain.
All right.
Anthony Williams Jr. in for the sub. Rose back in at quarterback. Hatcher offset to the left. Rose rolling out. Rose has got some field.
A flag on the play. It's in the area that would be about holding.
Holding Mona Shores. I tell you what.
Just self-imploding in this third
We are
in the second half.
In the second half, big time.
So it's going to be a third down and 21 now.
So it'll be third and 21. Good call, too. Great call.
Yeah, it was a really, really good call.
Would have been fourth and a couple, and I probably would think he would have gone for it at this stage.
Yeah, at this stage, being down by a score, it would have been. But
yeah,
again, this is where you look for Brady Rose.
Do you have a third and 21 semifinal game play coming
No,
up?
you look for a relatively decent pass and a lot of athleticism.
Rose going back to pass, going downfield.
He's open.
Wide open. And
he got it!
It's caught!
Unbelievable.
Who's that?
Gary Humphrey brings.
Humphrey.
That's number 8 is Gary Humphrey.
Reception.
Unbelievable. Beautifully thrown ball. This is the third beautifully long thrown ball by Brady Rose that has been tonight.
Every pass
the two
Brady has,
were dropped. Humphrey finally pulls it in. Not only to get the first down, they're into Walled Lake's territory. This is exactly what we needed to bring this pendulum back a little bit towards our side. Wow.
Thing is, though, how is Walled Lake taken away from our run right now? Because now we're not able to run the ball.
Well,
lately.
but being able to throw the ball like this and catch it, it's going to loosen up that run again.
Well, you hope so. Four-man front right here. Trovinger in motion from left to right. Brady Rose is going to keep the ball. Brady Rose is going to cut. Brady Rose down to about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Brady Rose on the inside veer keep.
8:08 and counting. The clock is froze for the movement of the first down marker. 48-42. Walled Lake Warriors are in the lead, but Shores is driving.
Brady Rose showing some athleticism. Twins to the top, twins to the right. Correction, tight end, so we got trips left, split to the right. Hatcher lone set back. Hatcher slips off to the right now. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Hatcher is going to get about one.
About a yard,
hard-fought 1 yard for Trey Hatcher. It's going to bring down 2nd down and 9. Ball's on the far right hash on the eastern side of Okemos Field here at Okemos High School.
7.5 minutes counting here at the end of the middle of the fourth quarter, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be a blistering remaining fourth quarter.
Twins to the left, split to the right. Hatcher, Trovinger in motion. Rose going to carry the ball. Rose coming through. Rose is down to about Brady Rose down to about the 7-yard line.
8-yard line, yep. 7 minutes, 7:03, moving the chains. They'll start it up as soon as they get the set. It's a lot of time on the clock. Again, we talk about back and forth, whoever has the ball last. Again, there's still time. You could see 3 scores yet in that time frame. 3-4 scores the way that they've been playing. And this is where you're sitting on the sidelines as a defensive coordinator. What are we going to dial up after this score to get a stop?
Tight end to the right, wing to the right, Twins to the left. Hatcher offset, now shifts over, offset to the left. Brady Rose going to keep the ball. Brady Rose is going to pick up about 2. It's going to be down to about the 6-yard line.
6:28 and counting left in the fourth quarter.
This is a long drive. Because we got the ball to start the fourth quarter, right? Yeah, we did. Didn't we get the ball to start the fourth quarter? Or did they score?
No, they did.
They did, and they scored, right. So definitely, well, obviously it's 4-down territory, down by 6. Touchdown ties the game. PAT will give the Sailors a 1-point lead. Tight end to the right, wing right, Twins to the left. Hatcher offset to the right. Trovinger in motion from right to left. Bro's going to carry the ball. Bros is going to go in. Bros is in for the touchdown. Brady Rose goes in from 7 yards out to tie the score.
5:51 left in this game. A lot of time.
5:51. Too much time left,
yeah,
I'm afraid.
That's nervous time right there. Nervous time. But right now we're celebrating the fact that we have this tied up, and assuming an extra point would give us the lead back once again. And I'm telling you, watching Brady Rose command this offense from one end of the field to the other, he's as cool as the other side of the pillow. All the way down there, I think he ends up holding them together.
Brady Rose, the hold, the snap, the hold, the kick. And it's good. So your Sailors have taken the lead by 1, 49-48, 5:51, an eternity left in this game.
You know, you can't ask for a better game for a semifinal.
No. Oh my
I'm
God,
telling you, you hope for a little bit of defense, but neither one of the defense.
It ain't happened in this game.
This is the moment that the defense needs to earn their keep. Right here. This is exactly
what I want to do. This is the arrogant, cocky side of me right here. Hey, what do you think now, buddy?
No, you can't yell at the guy that keeps standing up in front of us.
I'm not going to yell, but got something now for me?
We'll save that for the end of the game. How's that?
Okay, if we win. Boy, if we win, yeah, go home, buddy. Okay, forgive me say that. I just got a little too excited right here over the airwaves.
181 people that are joining us right now. Hope you're watching this on Fox Sports Detroit as it's unfolding here with us. Audio only from Sailor Nation Sports Network, and we are so happy to be able to sit here. 5:51 left in this game. Your Sailors are up 49-48. The defense has to dial up a dime.
It's a high-end overhand kick. It's going to be taken. Yatsim is going to take the ball. Going to go around that side. Breaks loose. God, is he elusive. And it's not like he's super fast. He's just setting up his blockers so smooth.
Smooth sailing.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on the west hash here at Okemos High School on the Chiefs field here, and they've been gracious hosts. Field is immaculate. 1st and 10 Warriors, 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns.
All right, here we go. This is where the defense needs to dial it up.
Quads left, split right. All right, CJ comes back, makes a trips left. Hatcher going to go back to throw.
Almost intercepted.
Nearly intercepted. Yassine carrying the ball, can catch it. Tackled by number 6 right there, Kyrie Hamill.
Boy, he almost got that. That would have been a pick 6, too, if he was able to get that just a half a step sooner. Almost got it. Oh, that would have been it right there. That would have been fantastic. 5:19 and counting. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Second down and 7.
Some type of a stop, a turnover. Trips to the right.
I feel it coming, Nick.
Left.
I feel it.
Quads to the right. That means C.J. Brown is offset. He is the number 4 receiver on the inside. He's going to go down. He's going to go right there inside. Broken cut.
Number 6 is going.
Rose with a touchdown saving tackle, but Trovinger misses the sure tackle back at about the 45-yard line. And that just can't happen.
You know what, though? There's a part of me, Nick, that sits here and thinks, let them score and give us 4:45 left. You know, give us the clock and let us have the ball last and make this count on the last play. But here we are. Still looking for a big stop here.
1st and 10, ball's marked at the 23-yard line, far east hash, as they head to the south here at Okemos Field. And there's a flag on the play.
Is that going to be offense? Yep, that's going to be a false start on Walled Lake.
First start. Boy, they haven't had many penalties.
No, there have not been.
Boy, whoever loses this game is just going to be in tears. This has just been an incredible ball game.
You cannot ask for a better semifinal game than
no,
this.
As far as action.
No, yes. These two teams are proving today, all day long, why they belong here.
49-48, Sailors up by 1. Clock counting down. You're down to 4:09 left in this game. Trips right, split left. Trader going back. Trader going to go downfield.
And that's going to be a pass interference. Yeah, and Hobson actually got tied up with him. I think he leaned into him a little bit too hard as he was trying to make his route, and he knocked him down as the ball was in the air, and that's an absolute pass interference. But what I don't understand is why the referees now are discussing something at the original line of scrimmage. They haven't moved anything.
So it's a holding, so it's going to be 1st and 10. So the holding was at the line of scrimmage. It wasn't Hobson on the reception. The holding was at the, unless he held him right away at the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Because it's a spot foul.
Right.
So it's going to bring 1st and 10. Ball's going to be down to the 18-yard line.
3:58 left in this game. 3:58.
Coach Check. Look at Coach Check on the sideline over there, jumping up and down his defensive backs. Make sure they lined up right now. This is the triangle where it's 3 defensive backs with the safety in the middle right there, 2. Brown carrying the ball. Brown's going to loosen. Brown's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, 3 broken tackles. All right, you got your wish, Kanukin.
Well, I don't know if I'd call it a wish.
Well, that's what you said, so I'm going to make it 54-49.
In a game where the offensive had been going back and forth with 3:51 left, we have a chance to burn that 3:51 up.
Oh, yeah.
And
all right. Now, do you go for 2 or do you kick?
it doesn't matter. You have to go for 2 here.
Yeah,
it doesn't. The other one, you go for 2, and now you look for the tie.
Got to go for 2. I forgot. I just looked at the score. Yep. Got to go for 2, though. This is huge for the Sailors right here. Motion from right to left, so it's going to be trips right, slant across the middle.
Easy. Two-point conversion. Easy.
Jalen's letting the kid get in front of him on the slant.
Yep.
And you never let the kid get in front of him. And see, that's on Jalen right there. Force him to the outside. He's giving up the inside slant because he's not shading inside of him right there.
So now we're looking at a score which ties it up to keep us going. How gutsy is Koziak? If he gets a score here, does he go for 2? Do you chance it? I mean, again, we look at it from the standpoint of how powerful this offense is. If you do end up getting the score, do you go for 2, just even thinking that it's a possibility? Because your defense obviously hasn't stopped the ball. And if you're looking at it from, what are the overtime rules? And I don't even know. You're going to have to
team gets the ball at the 25, get a chance to get a first down, and then it just goes back and forth. From the 20.
There's no sudden death, right?
Well, no, it's not. It's just overtime rules right here. No, there goes again. So Muskegon will win that game, yeah.
Sounds like Muskegon is going to win. 40 seconds left, 28-21. DeWitt just turned it over. 3:51 here, 56-49 Walled Lake, and they're kicking off to our Sailors.
Little
Short
pooch kick. Great kick,
Yeah.
Great call, non-returnable. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Sailors. Ball's going to be marked at the 35-yard line. It's going to be on this western hash.
Those are joining us, 212 people, Sailor Nation Sports Network, listening to us here from Okemos High School. 3:49 left. Your Sailors are down by a score.
A trip to the state finals riding in this 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Sailors need a score. Do you kick or do you go for 2? That will be the question after we score. Got to score. Boy, this is gut check time right here,
It
kids.
is. We got to get this first score first. 3:49 left.
Twins to the top. Trips to the top with the tight end. Travager goes in motion. Rose going downfield. Right open. Keandre Pierce going to get the ball. Keandre Pierce is running. Keandre Pierce down to the 30-yard line on the
beautifully
slant.
called
Across
play.
the middle, Keandre Pierce from Brady Rose.
Now
Wow.
I hate to say this.
No, stop. Don't talk. You're going to say
There's
we scored
too much
fast.
time on the clock.
Okay, you got to be happy. You got to come up with something.
I know. Well, what do you want me to
I
do?
know
Because
it.
you know you agree with me.
No, I know it.
Wow. I'll tell you what. Here we go.
Wow, has this just been a juggernaut on offense? Tight end to the left, Twins to the right, Hatcher offset to the left, Rose at quarterback. Rose going to carry the ball. There's
And we
going
got
to
a
be
flag that comes in from the defensive side of the ball.
Defensive side of the ball. Probably
It looks like it's probably going to be a hold. Yeah, it was very, very, very quick.
Bet you they declined the penalty. Take the down.
Waiting to see who this is going to be on. They haven't made any indication as of yet. Oh, it's going to be a
Chop block?
chop block. And it's going to be against
Chop block,
Mona
Mona
Shores.
Shores. Oh, it's a 10-yarder, too. God, we haven't heard that call all year.
So
It's 15. It's a 15-yard penalty. Wow, I didn't know it was that big of a penalty.
well, you got your penalty.
Wow, I got my
Sheet
penalty.
there.
I just got it covered. Wow.
So 56-49. Your Sailors are down by a score. 3:12 left. 1st and 25. Hatcher up
carrying the
middle.
ball. Hatcher's going to get about
10 of that back.
going to get 10 of that back for sure, which is huge.
Again, the clock continues to tick.
What are we down to?
2:51 and counting. I would run the clock. Run it
Oh,
down.
absolutely.
Run it down. The clock could be our friend. Clock could be our enemy.
Yeah. Listen to you.
All I know is my blood pressure is really, really high right now.
Tight end to the left, wing right, split left.
And we got a timeout.
Timeout,
Walled
Walled Lake
Lake.
Western. Can we take a timeout?
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Can we please just take a timeout?
Yes. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Wow.
We'll welcome you back here. We're getting ready to set up. First and foremost, before we get too far into this 2:29 left, Sailor Nation, we need to thank Sailor Classic. They have just turned over and they've committed to improving our equipment, our abilities, and everything else. We can talk a little bit more about that in a second. Turn it over to you, Nick.
Okay, we got Twins to the top, split left, Travager in motion. Fake to Travager is going to give to Rose. So Rose is going to get about 2 yards on that carry. So it'll bring up about 3rd and 12. You're going to look at the spot right there, and we'll get back with 3rd and 13.
So 3rd and 13, and again, going Sailor Classic, we've actually been looking at many different pieces to improve and upgrade, and the Sailor Classic is going to make a huge investment in us being able to do that. Several different camera angles that are becoming, all kinds of different stuff. Stay tuned, Sailor Nation, and all the other sports for the entire school year.
Trips to the right, split left, in motion. Rose is going to pitch. Hatcher with the ball. Hatcher's going to get back to the initial line of scrimmage. So this is going to literally be the ball game right here from Mona Shores.
Minute 37 left,
Minute 37,
down.
They're going to have to get. So I would see Coach Kozak calling a timeout right here. He'll see how they line up, and I would gather he would probably call one of his 3 timeouts. We will see.
Let me ask you a question on that. I'm sure that they're going to call a timeout on this, but do you come out and you line up in a defense almost knowing that they're going to call a timeout, seeing what you line up in?
Oh, yeah. But he's not going to call a timeout. He's going to run out of it.
This is it. 1 minute left.
This is it. 1 minute left. Rolls back to pass. Travinger wide open. Travinger's going to break a tackle. Travinger down to the goal line. Is he in?
No, he's short. He's short.
He's short by 1.
But he's got the first down.
But
53
he's got the first
seconds.
Down. All right, so now.
What a beautifully called
play
pass.
by
What a
Coach
beautifully called
Kozak.
pass.
Down to about the 1 yard line.
So 53 seconds left.
Whoa, what a pass, Travinger.
56, 49, 53 seconds left. First and goal inside the 1 yard line.
Oh, yeah, milk the clock.
And we got out of bounds, so it stopped the clock.
Yeah. Brady Rose.
Stopped. No
he
gain.
Stopped.
Now let me ask you this. If you're Walled Lake Western, do you call a timeout and save clock?
Just save some clock, yeah.
They're not calling a timeout. We
or,
are 36
or do you
seconds.
let them score to get the ball back right away and get it in? They haven't stopped them 5 possessions.
But we're going to.
They're not stopping the clock.
29 seconds and counting, Sailor Nation.
Trav in motion. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Hatcher's going to go nowhere.
Now this is where Shores calls a timeout.
Yep.
And they do.
21 seconds left.
Let's just stay here.
Oh, yeah, we can't go anywhere.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, there isn't anybody around here that isn't on their feet. Sailors have taken their timeout. 21 seconds left, 56-49. Let's go back to, obviously we got to get the score, but you get the score. Now let's go back.
So I want to go back to your initial thought minutes ago, right?
Yep.
2 or tie? I hate to say it as a defense. Can I go first?
Yes, please do.
Go for 2.
Yeah.
Go for 2.
Honestly, there's no defensive stops that have occurred in
Nobody's
this.
been stopping anybody. And in theory, they've had the better offense than we have, to be serious. We haven't stopped them in about 5 possessions, to be honest.
And that momentum is really something
From
you
the
need to take into consideration.
From the beginning of when the second half started,
Okay.
the fumble,
Yeah.
the penalties, 2 lost balls. I mean, it's just been. But the key thing is, first, we got to score.
We have to get in.
We got to score right here.
We are on the 1 yard line, the 2 yard line. They moved us back on that last. So 2 yards to go to pay dirt, 3rd down. 21 seconds left in this game. All the stakes for the Ford Field trip come down to these next 2 plays.
Oh, my God. Trips left. Brady Rose going to keep the ball. Brady Rose is touchdown. Brady Rose is in. The Sailors are 1 point away from tying up this thing. Now, what do? De Kuiper's going in. Is Kozak going for the 1 or for the 2?
I think you call your timeout here and you talk about it. And we do call the timeout. So let's just stay here. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I absolutely think that they're going to go for 2.
No, well, they don't know anything on the east side of the state.
So 17 seconds left.
17 seconds.
17 seconds. No matter what happens on this, whether we go for 1, we go for 2, get or miss. It does not matter.
Okay, here's
this game
the scenario.
comes down to 17 seconds.
Here's a scenario. Brady Rose is your holder.
No.
No, you just
I'm
jumped.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, Lee, you just jumped. Run it. Could you, with him holding, run a 2-point conversion with Brady holding, thinking you're going to go with the kick?
Whoever wins this is going to be playing against the Seaholm or King team.
What's the score
It is
there?
20-3. King is winning right now.
King's
So,
and King's
second
such a
quarter.
freshman quarterback after starting out the season 0-2.
Wow.
King has won 12,
Okay,
11 in a row.
so
Here we
I
go.
do not see Keegan DeKuyper on the field. We are going for two.
All right,
Brady
this
Rose.
is it right here.
This could be the game.
Oh.
17 seconds. Going for two. We miss this, we lose. We get this, we take a 1-point lead with 17 seconds
Your ticket
left.
to Ford Field will be punched on this play right here.
One or the other.
Does Walled Lake Western
Walled
call
Lake
a
takes a
timeout?
timeout. Might as well add a little drama to
Might
this.
as well, and we're going to stay right with you.
So, what do you dial up now? You've decided that you're going to go for two. What do you dial up? Do you dial up a Brady Rose? Do you dial up like a reverse jet or something? Do you take advantage of their aggressiveness? Something that's going to be different. Something that can still utilize the athleticism between Brady Rose and Trey Hatcher. What do you dial up that's different, that's going to catch them off guard?
All right, this is what you're going to go for the two. You're going to see how they line up, and you're going to call a timeout.
So we're just going to trade timeouts back and forth.
Timeouts because they're down. We got two. They have none.
Boy.
They don't have any left, do they?
Yes.
They got one left. All right. Do you call a timeout? Let's see what they're going to do.
Okay, still 17 seconds
God, my
left.
heart's
2-point
pounding.
conversion. Brady Rose
Come
at the
on,
helm.
dear. Come on, Greek gods.
All right.
In motion. Brady Rose is going to roll. Brady Rose is going to keep it.
He's in for two!
He's
in for two!
Touchdown!
2-point conversion, no
on the
flags.
2-point conversion, no flags.
Your
on the ground.
Steelers.
On the bootleg to the right, Brady Rose.
17
With
seconds
17
left.
seconds left in the game.
It is pandemonium on the Sailors side of the field. What a believe! Oh, I believed it all along. I knew we were going to win this game. I knew all along.
Oh, yeah. Well, buddy, there's 17 seconds left.
It's a long 17 seconds
It's
with
an
this Walled Lake
eternal.
offense.
Your Sailors on the threshold of
Ford Field.
the
It just-
biggest victory in school history is on the threshold of being made here at Okemos High School in the D2 final, the West bracket at stake.
A lot of celebrating, but we still have 17 seconds of time. They have two timeouts left, or one timeout rather, one timeout
left.
They need to cover this kick. They need to keep them deep, and they cannot give up the big play. All it comes down to is a field goal at this point.
Yeah.
They have the athletes to be able to do this, so this is going to be the most breathtaking 17 seconds. Great call. Great call in the bootleg with Brady Rose is able to punch it in. We are 1 point up, 57-56, and timeout Mona Shores. We're going to stay here. I don't even know if we'll even take a break.
No, what are we going to talk about? Let's keep Sailor Nation on the edge here.
Yes, so now, again, you're going back on defense against the very, very powerful Walled Lake Western Warriors offense. They are predicated on big plays, big pass plays, which they have been successful against our defense. So assume a squib kick is going to put you about the 30, 35-yard line for their start. So you're looking at about 65, 70 yards that you need to go. You can get that with one timeout left. You can get a couple of chunks. What do you do? What do you defensive coach-minded man you are? What do you dial up? Do you pull back?
I think I got to go man. I think we've been confused on zone. Bring a linebacker. I think you bring 5, drop 6. He's going to go empty. So he's going to, he'll send 6 out.
I'm telling you what, whoever loses this game, my heart goes out to them right now. I'm telling you, either one of these teams. The pressure is all on Walled Lake right now to dial up the right offense. And Coach Check, it comes down to his defense.
And Tyler Van Bergen's defensive backs. It's a little squib. Okay, take to the right side. Gonna be down right there. All right, good
About
coverage.
the 35,
about
36 yard line.
35-yard line. 14 seconds left. 14 seconds left.
The longest 14 seconds of our lives right
It'll be
now.
the longest
I'm
14
telling you
seconds
right now.
in Sailor football history. This may be the biggest win in Sailor football history right here, other
Yes.
than making the playoffs for the first time in school history.
57-56.
Yep.
14 seconds left. There is no timeouts for the Sailors, one timeout for the Warriors.
Okay, so the offensive brain trust is in Coach James, Coach Spiesky going down, trips right, split twins to the top, backs in back, Trader dropping back, Trailer getting rushed, Trailer's getting back, and get rushed back and sacked! Yes! Sacked! He's sacked with 4 seconds left! Timeout by Walled Lake Western, 4 seconds left! You could have asked for a better defensive play.
Logan Heckema on the
biggest
pursuit.
kid on the field for the defense.
Oh, my goodness. 4 seconds left. It's going to be a Hail Mary.
It's
You drop
going to be
everybody.
a Hail Mary. So here's what you're going to do. Your defensive backs will probably be at the 20-yard line. Your linebackers might be at the 45 or 50-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you what, no penalties. We cannot get an offense or defensive
can't
pass
have
interference.
defense because you can run it on
That's
a defense.
correct. No penalties. We cannot have a defensive penalty on this play. That is going to be one of the things that I think that they're going to be hoping for. Part of the Hail Mary, obviously, is some type of defensive pass interference or holding or something to that effect. We have to play fundamentally sound on one more play to get our ticket punched to Ford Field.
A ticket to Ford Field for one of these teams is at stake. A touchdown by Walled Lake Western.
Sailor Nation Sports, 281 of you. You're going to dial in right now.
Dial
Here
in
we
and
are.
stay right here. All right, defensive backs are way back at about the 40, 55. I would move back farther. Three-man rush, trips right, spread left. It's going to be a double pass.
Okay, here we
It's going
go.
to be a double pass.
It's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
And he's
Sailors
done.
are going to Ford Field. The Sailors are going to Ford Field for the second time in a row.
I don't believe
57-56. Right here, buddy. Right here. Right here, buddy, in front of me. Right
Pandemonium
here.
on the
The
field.
Sailors are
Pandemonium.
going back-to-back to the state title to play Detroit Martin Luther King.
Pack your bags, folks.
We are heading to Ford Field. Thanksgiving will be at Ford Field for the second year in a row. What a game. An absolute incredible
I
game.
cannot believe this. This has been so fun, so fantastic to call this a game. I can't even.
God, it's just been a joy.
Wow. I'll tell you what. Kudos. Now, this is where we really need to tip our hat to Walled Lake Western.
Oh, yeah.
And they have
Yep.
been every bit of the team that we thought that they were going to be coming into this game. I just think that Sailors came in, made the defensive stops when they needed to in that first half to get some scores. And they fell apart a little bit on defense in the second half, but they were able to maintain that momentum on offense.
Oh, yeah.
And they were able to take it to the house. And I'm telling you right now, our player of the game, if there was one that we gave out, goes to Brady Rose.
Brady Rose.
Comes in the first quarter, halfway through to take
Yep.
over as the second string quarterback. And they couldn't stop him. They could not find an answer. And he truly is the pinnacle of the reason why we had success on the pass, why we had success on the run. They just didn't know what to do with him. And we're sitting here right now with a 57-56 win because of Brady Rose. I'm telling you right now.
113 points.
Man, I'll tell you
Well,
what.
I'm going to head down there.
You
to
do
help
that.
out. I'm going to celebrate with the coaches, my friend. We will be in touch this week for sure.
Yes, here we go.
God, Thanksgiving in Ford
Ford Field. Here we come.
Here we come. Everyone,
Sailor
thank
Nation.
you. I'm going to go down and clean up.
Sailor Nation, we're going to get ready to wrap it up here. It has been an incredible offensive powerful game. 57-56 is your final. Your semifinal champions are the Mona Shore Sailors, and we have punched our ticket to Ford Field for Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. We thank you for joining us for this awesomeness out here at Okemos. Take care, and we will see you next week.